So yeah, basically Atsu did release this response. Sorry is overdue, right? Document is long, but I think it's important to provide evidence. The main purpose of this document is to put to rest the many false allegations made about me. Brax and I are fine. I've lost what? I've lost many friends and community members over these allegations and this drama. And I can only hope the right eyes will see the document. I know many will not read to the end, but my truth is out there now. I've apologized to those I wanted to apologize to and made my peace. I will be moving on from all of this drama and continuing with my life. Thank you to those that waited for my side and kept me going through one of my lowest points of my life. Atsu's document. Alright? So, this is it. 43-page document with evidence. He's gonna refute every single allegations made against him. So this document, okay, addressing the drama TLDR allegations made towards me, document is gonna be very long, but I feel it's unnecessary to go into detail with evidence. Okay, he's going to provide all of this as an evidence. So Braxophone and I have spoken privately. We have apologized to one another and cleared up any grievances and misunderstandings. So Braxophone is the one that accused him. Okay, just to give you guys a very brief TLDR. So Braxophone is another content creator. Apparently this other content creator accused Atsu of not wanting to be his friend, which is not that big of a deal in my humble opinion. If somebody doesn't want to be your friend, it's like whatever, right? But one more accusation, that more serious accusation, is he accused Atsu of gatekeeping or not getting him the Hoyoverse sponsorship. Because apparently Atsu knows people at Hoyoverse. Apparently Atsu knows a lot of people at Hoyoverse and is an Hoyoverse employee. So that's going to be the thing. I also spoke to Goose in private regarding our drama from years ago, and we also apologized to one another. Brax's document had many allegations, some very serious ones and others less so. However, there was little evidence provided to back up these claims. That's actually true, right? If you read Braxophone's documents, some of it is like, he claims Atsu is gatekeeping him, right? And saying that Atsu knows like a Hoyoverse employee, but there's no proof of that. And also he claims Atsu is protecting a sexual assault victim or whatever. There was also no proof of that, right? There was no screenshots, there was nothing about that specific one. It's just he's saying stuff, alright? So again, some of these were pretty huge allegations for sure. Assumptions were made, and I understand why Brax thought everything led back to me. However, that doesn't change that my words and actions caused pain for Brax. Okay. So we have found out that there is someone else that has been gossiping about Braxophone. Oh. So apparently there's another third party. There's a second person that has been gossiping, that's been instigating the drama between them. There's not Braxophone, there's not Atsu. So who could this someone be? Damn. There's so many parties involved. This person shares the same circles Brax and myself have. So naturally, from Brax's perspective, it's going to look like it was me. We are still digging for the complete truth and do not want a public manhunt. We will be dealing with it privately. So guys, who do you guys think is this person? Damn. Tecton. I do not for a single second think Brax's intention was to assassinate my character or to ruin my career. This is a dude that felt cornered by my words and actions, and regardless of true or false, I was the one that subtweeted him. Okay? Many parties have come out to speak negatively about me. Some of them are related to Brax and are only trying to defend their friend. Several others are completely unrelated to Brax, and I, in my eyes, are done completely in bad faith, as they have seen an opportunity to attack me. I will be providing receipts and evidence of those people to back up my claim, and I feel those are done in bad faith. So you know who he's talking about? Do you guys know who he's talking about? He's talking about Tech. Is he talking about Tecton? I feel like he is. Who else is attacking him in bad faith? So clearly it's between him and Brax, but there's a few people that came out to take this opportunity. pile on him, to dogpile on him, right? So I feel like I know who that is. Actually, could be Tecton, could be someone else, right? He didn't really say it here, but we'll see. We'll see, right? Okay, what else? There are 2 major out of context clips being circulated by Tecton. Okay, he's bringing it up. He's bringing it up, guys, by Tecton. Okay, so the creators that circle Tecton and Tecton's audience. I'll be addressing why these are attempts at painting a negative narrative about me and why they are false. Again, with evidence. Holy. This is a good essay. You know why? Not only is he putting a bold, he's putting an underline. That's insane. The attempt he put on this essay is insane. Moving forward, I will stop subtweeting others, and if I ever start doing so, I want people to kick my ass and hold me accountable. It breeds uncertainty and paranoia within the community and those around me. I know it's a really bad habit I have. I'll also just be ignoring drama for the sake of drama and hopefully never getting involved again. Alright? I want to make it clear though, I still believe and intend to maintain my right to set boundaries. People are not entitled to my time or friendship. Again, I think people are like, some people are like, during the Braxophone drama thing, a lot of people are like taking Braxophone's side and be like, why don't you want to be his friend? I think that's Atsu's right. I honestly think he has his rights to choose who he wants to be friends with. So I don't think that's that big of a deal. The bigger deal for me is the part where he tried to like, you know, not get him sponsorship or whatever, try to like prevent him from going to parties or Hoover sponsored events. That one is like, yeah, for sure. The friends part is like whatever, right? And I hope the wider audiences realizes just because creators share the same space doesn't mean they have to be friends, nor do they have to like each other. That is true. That is true. So a lot of times, right, I feel like a lot of people, you know, they like to like, oh, you should be friends with this guy, you should be friends with that guy. The truth is most content creators just, you know, they just want to do their own thing, right? Like for me as well. I'm emphasizing this because some of the people I will be addressing in this document hold a disdain for me stemming from me turning down their requests to collab or their advances for supposedly friendship with a prosophy. Wow. I'm not referring to Brax here, by the way. I'll be providing receipts and evidence of this. Okay. Alright. So far so good. Alright, we have read the first page. We still got 42 pages to go. So, contents page. Use the sidebar to jump around the document. Before talking about Braxophone and I's situation, I would like to address statements and claims coming from other creators as well as certain clips of me circulating online which people are using to reinforce a certain narrative or using as a gotcha or Atsu exposed moment. So I will be addressing the other creators in alphabetical order. You can click the sidebar or links directly below to be directed towards the part of this document that you want to read. If you want to skip ahead to the Brax related stuff, you can click on the relevant blue text below. Of course, I would appreciate it if people could read the entire thing, but it's 43 pages, so I understand that most people won't. It's worth noting though, many of the pages are just screenshots or proof. And that's good. That's good. As long as you got proof, that's going to be the more important thing, right? At the end of the day, it's just work. What? He has a best friend though, his wife. True. Braxophone related statements, Mtash, Photo, Braxophone, okay, other creators that call me out. Bab the Law, Bab Shoku, Dolop of Daisy, Perk Army, Goose Egg, Seapuku, Sip Stefan, Tecton, Tuna, Conclusion. Okay, so many people are going after him. So he's going to go after and try to refute, try to shield against all of this every single one of these allegations. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Alright, let's have a look at this. This is going to be very, very serious. TLDR of other creators or allegations of clips. But this person was actually clout chasing. He even provide proof that this person is clout chasing. So clout chasing is not a crime, in my humble opinion. But okay, he has proof to provide that this person, this scummy person, Bab, is a clout chaser. Which I don't... it's not that big of a deal, but okay. Let's see, maybe he did something more than clout chasing. Daisy Ame check-in. Uncertain about this situation, receipts provided. Goose. We had a great talk. No resentment towards one another. He had a history of literal scamming. Proof provided. Okay. So some of these are pretty serious for sure. What else? Sip Stefan, disinformation, defamation, and libel. Proof. What the heck? Libel? Damn. Okay. Tecton is Tecton. Tuner. I'm uncertain about this situation. Mtash clip. The community needs to know this secret that isn't a secret. Photo clip. Brax himself can tell you the edited photo clip is completely unrelated. Braxophone. We have talked and quashed our grievances. I hope he retracts a lot of the allegations which have proven to be false or are not even related to me. Okay? Okay, this is some serious stuff, guys. This is some serious stuff. Holy moly. Alright. Let's start off with this person known as Bab the Law, Bab Shoku, Bai Bab, Bab VT, Run Shoku. So this person has like 6 different names. Damn, I have no idea who this is. But let's see. Let's see what is this guy all about. As much as I wish I could deep dive into this, much of this situation is not for me to disclose. But I am essentially cornered into doing so with Bab's exposed posts. Bab was dating a friend of mine. Okay? Bab was dating a friend of mine. Both her and I know my friend does not ever wish to be involved in a drama. And as much as I dislike what happened, it's not my place to reveal what happened between them. Maybe they are no longer together, is it? However, this was my biggest reason for avoiding her. Okay? Ironically, even prior to the relationship, I was warned about her and was told she would repeatedly self-promote her own content in people's streams, which is a huge red flag. So I watched some of her streams to gauge her character for myself. The first time I typed in her chat started spamming for us to collab, and all she did was encourage it and put me on the spot. I ignored the demands of the chat, and she did not seem to take it very well. So basically, Atsu go and type on this streamer's chat called Bab, yo, what's up? And then she tried to force Atsu to collab with her, is it? After this, Bab would then proceed to follow me on Twitter, unfollow me, follow me again, unfollow me, in what I can only imagine is an attempt to get me to follow her back. Weird, but interesting. Follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow. So you want to follow or you want to unfollow? From what I watched of her streams, I did not appreciate her language and sense of entitlement to Twitch subs, bits, donations, etc. Appreciate her language and sense of entitlement to these things. And this weird behavior with the following or unfollowing was enough for me to know I didn't want to associate with her. I know the current narrative is that I think literally everybody is a cloud chaser or ladder climber other than myself. But she actually did go into people's streams just to self-promote her stuff, her fan art, her music, or draw attention to herself or her brand. If it got ignored, she would also be happy to throw money or keep repeating the message in order to get a response. She would go into people's streams to ask if you wanted to collab with her, which is extremely poor etiquette since you are pressuring the streamer into a corner in front of their audience to say yes, or else they look like the bad guy. Here are some screenshots from my own chat and other streamer chats. Bab going collab hunting in Twitch chats including my own. Okay, so let's see then. Let's see some of these accusations. This Bab person, it's not a guy, right? It's a girl. I rather become Korean than Asian. What is it called again? The mic? Thank you. Your wife is a VTuber? Sweet. What's her Twitch? Oh my, thank you. I'm looking for Twitch streamers who want to play on Minecraft server together. Enjoy your meal. Hey, are you down for a collab? I DM you about it. You can check it out. I already have 5 people in, myself included. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with this actually. Is it wrong for someone to do this? They just type here and hey, do you want to collab? Okay, and then you can say no, right? I mean, Asian is Korean? Yeah, I mean Korean is Asian. I got my first COVID vaccine. Also, do you see that thick Bab fan art on Twitter? Kek W is just a chatting icon. Don't know wall me. Dono Wall Satch. I have to see it. You have to. It's booba. I will link it, but I'ma get a timeout. No? Can I link the fan art? Bet chat would want to see it. Bub spamming a fan art of herself. Dono Wall is what people type when they are getting ignored. Bub is using money to promote her posts. Bub requesting her own music on stream. So she basically requested her own music by using Because You Don't Know What, the first one. That's my first song, but it's re-uploaded to my own YouTube channel. I mean, if you have that feature on your stream, people are going to use that, right? I mean, they are allowed to do that. They are allowed to go here to try to... This all seems fine. They are allowed to try to promote their own stuff, I guess. Is it illegal for them to do that? I guess I can see. Likewise to Braxophone, Bub did contact me at some point to confront me on her issues with me and to explain to me she genuinely wanted my friendship. She confronted me via email in 2021. If she wishes to, she may share the contents of our entire email chain, including my response. I do want to reiterate though, that she has no obligation to do so, nor is this meant as a threat. I'm sure that there are some things in there that she wishes to keep private, and if she does, then please respect her privacy. The tone of my response to Bub was extremely blunt and even condescending. I explained to her why I didn't feel her approach to me was genuine and pointed out other problematic behaviors she had displayed towards me, such as spamming my notifications with the follow and unfollow or pressuring me into doing a collab. At this time, I was also aware of that aforementioned private matters, though I did not tell her. I made it clear to Bub that I did not want anything to do with her in my email. Personally, I do not wish to interact with you or your community, at the very least in public, on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube. But I do not mind remaining civil should we cross paths, for example in someone's chat. I'm also open to hearing back from you should you wish to add anything, but please feel free. Please do not feel any obligation to. Okay, so Bub explained to me why she did the follow-unfollow thing and why she let her chat spam the collab message towards me. She also explained why she behaved a certain way she did in other people's streams. She closed off the email by apologizing to me and saying that she will respect my wish to not interact. So I thought that was the end of that. Okay. Alright. However, she then started to subtweet me on her alternate account and even came back into my stream. I would share the screenshots of the emails, but I can't do so without compromising private information about her. Unfortunately, I let this situation with Bub going back on her word impact my judgment on how to communicate with others, including Brax in 2022. I toned down my bluntness and used language that didn't make my feelings explicitly clear to him. I told Braxophone I could not trust him under the impression he would do the exact same thing that Bub did. But that is not fair to Brax. He is his own person and completely unrelated to Bub. While I can see direct parallels to her claims with Braxophones, I have provided evidence to denote her character, and there are further receipts should it be necessary. I want to move on from Bub, because this is petty. We supposedly quashed this beef in private years ago. Please respect her privacy, if not for her sake or my sake, but for the sake of the people that don't want to be dragged into this. Okay, so that's so far the first case. Atsu versus Bub, which I have no idea who that is, but okay, that's settled for now. That is settled for now. Very interesting. What do you guys think so far? So this is going to be for a dollop of Daisy Perk Amy cosplayers with Braxophone. ANYC Anime New York City, is it? 2021. So Daisy's statement. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I was with Brax and our other Genshin creator at Anime New York City 2021. We were leaving the convention center and Atsu and his friends were all near the front entrance. One of our friends knew someone in the group, so they went to talk to them while the rest of us waiting at the lobby. Atsu approached us, presumably because we were in Genshin cosplay, and started treating us like we were fans. We didn't really know him, but he started saying things like, I actually want to take a picture with you guys, as if it was an honor for us. And then proceeded to post the photo without asking us and then without tagging us until Brax tweeted him. It honestly wasn't a huge deal, but definitely left a bad taste in our mouths, being treated kinda lowly by someone we didn't even know. I think it says a lot to be upset about someone you don't know approaching you as a friend when you approach people you don't know as if they are your fans. So Daisy accused Atsu of taking a picture and then posting it without her consent. Okay, here's the proof, here's a tweet. I'm irrelevant, but Atsu posted a photo of me and my friends cosplaying at Anime NYC 2021. He never asked us for our account handles to tag us. Brax made sure we were tagged and received recognition for our cosplays. He has always supported and uplifted small creators. So this is the one. So Atsu go and take picture with all these Genshin streamers. So this is Amber, this is Jin, Raiden Shogun, Kujo Sara, I think. Okay, so for anyone wondering this is, and then they actually tag them. So Brax is actually the one that go and tag them. Okay. One tag for the cloud fame. Why need permission to post things? Yeah, it's very weird. If you don't want people to, if you don't want people to post things, don't take photo with them, right? Say no, I don't want you to take photo with me. The moment you take photo with someone, they are going to post it online, and yeah, it's a bit weird that you need to ask permission. Like, if you don't want people, if you need permission, then don't allow people to take photo of you, I guess. That's how I look at it though. But I don't know. I don't know how people think. If you're a small streamer or content creator, but like a lot of people did this and they didn't do anything. Yeah, I think because Atsu is a big streamer, therefore they went after Atsu. That's my assumption for now. So let's see. I don't know if Daisy is misremembering this interaction or was genuinely unaware of the surroundings at the time. But it doesn't help that she came out and posted this statement, insinuating certain things about me. This is the missing context. Okay, so what is the missing context? Anime NYC 2021 was the first time ever where many Genshin creators attended a convention to meet up. At the end of one of the days, myself, Tuonto, Jake, and Sikyo Dawn were hosting a fan meet. And this is the first time I met Braxophone and the 4 cosplayers he was with. And they approached me during this fan meet. I did not know who any of them were, so I wrongly assumed they were viewers. Okay, so Braxophone left the 4 of them to go and speak to Zeox, who was standing nearby. At this point, the girls asked me if they could take a photo with me. To which I replied, and as Daisy quotes, I actually want to take a picture with you guys. Which is the truth. I did say that because I was under the impression that they were viewers. Her quote doesn't even make sense without the context of them asking me for a photo. I did not approach them as she claims. It also doesn't add up when Daisy claims one of our friends went to talk to them. She's referring to Amy Chicken or Jin going to speak to Tuonto, because Amy is in the photo being referred to. If the claim that Amy went to talk to someone else and I then walked up to the remaining girls at the lobby and asked for a photo was true, then there would only be 3 cosplayers in the photo. Amy did go to speak to Tuonto at some point and also asked Sikyo for a photo as a fan, seeing as she went, "Oh my god, Sikyo, I love her." To which I called Sikyo over to them. Regardless, I shared the above photo on social media because I thought the cosplays were really cool. And I ended up only tagging Fort Master, who took the photo. I apologize for not asking for your handles. I did not know that was a norm or convention etiquette at that time, since this was one of my first times taking photo with cosplayers. I thought it was fine because I was under the impression you were viewers that asked me. This also lines up with what I have already said about Brax, because it was during a fan meet. I also thought he was a viewer, which is why the overly friendly tone was uncomfortable to me. Alright? I've always been under the impression that there has been a disdain towards myself and my friend group, at the very least from Amy and Daisy, with comments that have been made towards us, whether in private or public. Despite the fact Amy and I have barely ever interacted and have only 3 messages in our DMs. I was informed Amy made implicit tweets, now deleted, about me during the Brax drama, which further corroborated that she does indeed dislike me. Hey Atsu, let me know if you got the Anime NYC badge or not. I applied legit day and I still haven't received confirmation. Okay, got the badge. Considering she is a Hoyoverse staff member that works with creators, this is at best unprofessional. At worst, extremely concerning knowing she had held negative biases about myself and other creators. Wait, what? Amy is a Hoyoverse employee. Oh, okay. Negative biases. I'm not saying that Brax can control or influence Amy into blacklisting creators on his behalf. I recall Daisy egging one another friend's rude comment and quote tweets towards myself and Tuonto. Following the convention incident, I went to check for receipts, and Daisy's replies are still there, but the account in question, Plants Milk, has been suspended. So you can't see the tweets they made. I recall Daisy also liked the below tweet, and Ahrerin, who seemed to be part of the Twitter clique. I don't know if they are friends, and while it wasn't wrong and I do look like an NPC, I thought it was a two-face of Daisy at the time. Okay, Plants Milk making a distasteful comment towards me and Daisy's response to that. Let's see. Plants Milk, you're literally my favorite person, Lemao. I'm screaming. My week did not make it through the day, Lemao. So Daisy, okay. Account suspended. Let's see. You're literally my favorite person, Lemao. I can't stand him, OMFG. You look like an NPC. Oh, she went and said Atsu looks like an NPC. Huh. Okay. That's kind of rude though, right? So Atsu basically just posted this picture. And then it's like, oh, you look like an NPC. I mean, that's kind of mean, kind of rude for her to say that randomly. And then this person, Daisy, said, you're my favorite person. And then she replies, I can't stand him, OMFG. Okay, so clearly this person doesn't like Atsu, right? Which is fair. I think this is proof that this person doesn't like Atsu, but we don't really have proof of the interaction itself, right? Because Daisy basically said this, Atsu said this, you know, it was, oh, it's the girl that asked him to take photo, not he asked them. But this girl said, he asked her or them. So like, it's like he said, she said, there's no proof, and of course it's hard to prove these kind of things, right? It's just like, this is what happens when you unless there's a vlog or video footage, but it's just not something that's like possible or viable, right? But yeah, this is going to be something that's like, it could be just a joke. Really? Is it going to be a joke though? Huh? If you're already biased towards something, you're going to have a negative connotation to what you're looking at. Yeah. Definitely. Red Soul Phone. I didn't even know there's a... One of them is a Hoyoverse employee, Hoyoverse staff. Which is... Yeah. Kind of interesting, right? But for now, I feel like... I can see maybe she is showing a little bit of disdain or distaste towards Atsu in this case. So I think this for this particular one, you can clearly tell that this person doesn't like Atsu, which again is fine, right? But it's like you can see the evidence being shown here on the Twitter. So since then, Daisy has made insightful and articulate posts and addressed several important issues regarding both Genshin and the world events. I have liked or reposted some of the Twitter, and that's as far as our interactions went. We have never spoken in DMs. I want to give the benefit of the doubt that Daisy just misremembered and isn't twisting what actually happened for malicious reasons. But I can't say that with any confidence. I am disappointed that none of the 4 girls have brought this up to me in private, even though it seems to have been bothering them. I've been following them all on Twitter since, and they could have messaged me at any point. In fairness though, I'm sure the disdain had already built up, and it's far more difficult to confront someone you're not close to or dislike. Okay? The last paragraph on Daisy's initial post, I think it says a lot. To be upset about someone you don't know approaching you as a friend when you approach people you don't know as if they are your fans. It's trying to insinuate things about my character. So this tweet, acting as a disclaimer, is contradictory and seems to be in bad faith. I was really only talking about this one interaction, and I don't know Atsu personally or any of his friends, and I can't make any claims about their characters. I just think the way Brax was misrepresented in that story was really unfair, having seen how it actually happened. This is a complicated situation because they are directly connected to Brax, and I can understand that they wanted to stand by their friend. I'm not implying Brax can or has influenced Amy regarding Hoover's work. Okay, that's pretty much it, is it? But I thought Daisy was the good person. Daisy is the one that liked him, right? You're my favorite person. Oh no, that's replying to Plant's Milk. Ah, okay. No, it's replying to Plant's Milk, not to Atsu. Okay, so I can see that. If a stranger is too friendly, I would assume he wants to sell me stuff or want me to do him a favor. Yes, that's what I would assume as well, right? If somebody comes to you and be like extremely friendly with you, it's just like you just gotta assume there's some malicious intent going on, or there's some I wouldn't say malicious intent, I would use the word ulterior motive, or there's like another hidden motive that they are trying to, you know, maybe sell you insurance or trying to scam you. It doesn't really matter, right? But it's just, usually you can tell, right? For me, like I'm able to tell if somebody just approached you for that kind of reason. I don't know who's the good person or bad person anymore. When it comes to business, you should expect that though. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you can always expect that. But it's because you can always expect that, that means you are able to also see it as well. Trying to get your credit card number? Damn, trying to get your credit card number. Okay, so this has pretty much been settled. So let's move on to the next topic about Goose Egg. Okay, I've spoken and apologized to Goose in private, and he has also apologized to me. He was incredibly genuine about it, and I really appreciate the conversation we were able to have. It was a really good conversation. We are both aware of the hurt we have caused one another, and have agreed to take accountability for our actions and move on. I do want to make it clear that I went in on him way too hard in our initial drama, and that seriously messed up his mental well-being. This is a message specifically for my community and people who have supported or stuck by me through all of this, to which I know many hold a great dislike or resentment towards Goose. I was retaliating and defending myself, and I ended up crossing a line and caused him a lot of mental and emotional distress with the harshness of my words. For that, I truly apologize. I also don't like this narrative that Goose's age didn't matter, or that he should man up because he was just a young guy back then and the abuse he received was horrendous. This doesn't apply to everyone in my community, but for those who did dogpile him and to those from other communities that did that too, please understand you also owe him an apology. Stooping to that level is something neither of us will ever endorse. Goose has publicly shared the story of his falling out with his best friend, and also having to deal with innocent hate group going after him over the past 6 to 12 months. Damn, that's a long time. I clarified with him about these situations and they are not about me. I hope people stop taking his experiences out of this context to try and attack me or make content. Honestly, he has matured so much to the point I was inspired during my talk with him. If you're an anime or manga fan, he had the whole Thorfinn destroy everything to the I have no enemies character development arc. What a guy, I'm very happy for him and wish him all the best. I showed Goose this section in advance to check if he was cool with what I had written. Okay. Next up, Seapuku. Okay. There's a lot of different people are involved. Alright, Goose, settled. Bub, settled. What's the other one? The cosplayer, I even forgot her name already. What's the Amy, is it? Daisy. Daisy settled. So now Seapuku. Seapuku's beef towards me dates back all the way to 2017 or 2018. Damn, that's a long drama. Dude. That's like 6 years ago. The drama has lasted so long. The beef go all the way back. Seapuku who? I'm genuinely surprised he chose to get involved and even went as far as feigning ignorance over the things he's done and the way he treated me. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So this is who Brax is. I believe he's another Genshin streamer. He's playing Genshin, right? So let's see, what did Seapuku say? Oh, why is it?
Okay. What did Brax say? At Asian guy stream plays me what I did wrong. Atsu hates me and I don't know why. That was my experience with Atsu.
Okay.
Atsu spreads hate of me to other creators and industry professionals. Yeah, he did that to me too.
Why is his mic so echoey? His mic was so echoey.
I don't know why.
Me neither, bro.
Me neither, bro. Yeah, me too.
Yo, that laugh is a bit too loud, okay? Why he laugh like Joker, man? Man. I mean, you're allowed to laugh, right? But that laugh is like, I think his mic settings. Is it something about his mic settings? It's a bit. The laugh was a bit too loud. Okay, so that was about the that's Seapuku. Okay, it's that guy. So another Genshin streamer that go towards Atsu. All right, in that particular incident. All right, he's taking this opportunity to dogpile on Atsu. So this is Atsu's clapback. Apparently, these two has been beefing all the way back to 2017. Dude, this is like 6-7 years ago. Insane. And they are still enemies. I'll be sharing our conversations from the past and then concluding with his scandal. As a scammer, his true character should be something everyone should be made aware of. So this guy right here.
First time? Oh, okay. Me too. Me too. Atsu uses people to collide social life.
Is a scammer.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
So this guy is a scammer? Okay, let's see. Why is he a scammer then? Let's see. So prior to Genshin Impact, both he, in this case Seapuku, and I were content creators for a game called One Piece Treasure Cruise. Okay, that's very interesting. His legend with Matt Australia. One Piece Treasure Cruise. Is that Bandai Namco? It is, right? Because I know Bandai has two. Because there's two One Piece gacha games. I'm aware of two different One Piece gacha games. So, it's another gacha game revolving around the anime One Piece. Okay, how many of you guys here played that game, right? Let me know. Because it's like, I believe that game, this game, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I've played this before. This one was the portrait game. That you can play, like, you have to play in portrait, similar to the Dragon Ball game, right? I want to check his original. I want to check and he deleted his original Discord account. But our conversations still remain. So this is his original deleted Discord account. So Atsu went all the way to check Seapuku's DM. And this guy has a deleted Discord account, okay? Deleted user. Monetization update. Same, Seapuku. Okay. Seapuku's first messages to me was sent to me on 3rd November 2017. That was way before Genshin, right? That was way before. This is a very, very long history between these two. While I was still streaming. And at this point in time, I still had my DMs publicly open. Okay, we were not friends, but I was aware he was another streamer in the space. Okay, so his opening DMs to me was sent to me in response to things I was talking about during my live stream. Okay, that's fair. I don't remember the context for there since it's been over 6 years already. But I assume it was something to do with wanting to make a YouTube a full-time thing and my predictions for a future character coming to the game. I would never had anyone reply to the things I'd say in Twitch chat directly towards me in Discord DMs. So it was a bit strange, especially coming from a creator or content creator that I didn't know very well. But I kind of just ignored it and carried it on with my stream. Let's see, same. Seapuku. That's Zoro, right? That's Zoro. Yo, hit me back when you get on tomorrow. I want to talk about doing like a collab talk on the new power creep. I think it would go really well because we always have two respectively different viewpoints on things which could be fun to watch. We can go over like new Fuji, new Judge, new Lucy and the direction of the game and our thoughts on it. My thought is we can do like half of the video on one channel, then the other half of the video on the other channel. It would take like an hour to get all squared away on this, so let me know when you got some time. I've been watching a lot of Rhyme, Nano plus Alex and they are deadlocked in the community, and to be honest people say Dokkan gets more views cause Dragon Ball is more popular. But as far as collab discussion videos and community bonding videos, we don't have shit, so let's kick their asses. Totsuki is gone at the moment, can't do one with him. Boris is Omega busy too. When are you free for like an hour? I won't be able to do something like that till late January, early February next year. Final quarter of the year, always super busy for me with work. Then, on 21st of November 2017, he DM'd me again proposing a collab. Okay. 2 days to reply. Again, I don't know him very well at this point, but in fairness, the One Piece community or One Piece Treasure Cruise community was extremely small and there were only 5 content creators with over 1000 Twitch followers at that time. So I don't blame him for reaching out. I didn't see his message on the 21st of November since he sent it while I was already sleeping. 22nd November was my birthday and it was a weekday. So I was busy and when I became free I went to celebrate. I didn't see his messages until the 23rd. I think it's fair to say the wording of this message sent on the 22nd wasn't very subtle about his sentiment. Totsuki is gone, can't do one with him, Boris is Omega, when are you free? Okay. So where's the scamming though? There's no scamming, right? This is just them talking. This is just Seapuku trying to do a collab. There's no scamming yet. Also, this is like a deleted account. I don't really know if this is actually Seapuku. Maybe it's someone else, right? But okay, let's just assume it is based on this one, because he did put his name Seapuku here, right? Okay, so let's just assume it is. So Totsuki and Boris were 2 other content creators in One Piece that were larger than me. Essentially, he was saying that I was the backup to the backup plan. Seeing as the other 2 had already rejected him. So this guy, Atsu, was the backup plan. So of course, he reached out to the bigger content creator first, the bigger YouTuber. So for me, if I want to collab, I'll reach out to PewDiePie and Mr. Beast first. Alright, if they fail, then my backup is Tecton, right? Obviously, Tecton will be the backup. Of course, I want to reach out to the bigger content creators first. No offense, right? So I was the next largest creator after those 2. So he was working his way down the chain. In hindsight, the lack of self-awareness and tag in this message is actually quite funny. Okay? Alright? Either way, it didn't really matter. I didn't know him very well and I didn't really care about collaborating in general. So I blew him off with a generic excuse, hoping he would let it go. So what is this generic excuse? I won't be able to do something like that until late January or early February. Final quarter of the year is always super busy with work. Okay, so that's his response, right? So again, Seapuku is going to say, no. Yo, I just had an idea. You got a second? What's up? Sweet, I caught you. Are you doing pulls this Sugo? I have a fun idea for a clash if you're down. Me and you are definitely blowing up on YouTube versus Boris, Toad, and Zin at the moment. And I feel like a clash could boost both our viewer bases considerably. Also hype for other Sugo vids we do etc. I was planning to do just one big Sugo vid. Which day? Haven't decided either 1 or 3. Depends on how my first few multis go. If you go in on day 1 and wanna do a set on day 3, with me I'm down. Like, what is this? Is it a PvP or something? Like, what is this? I don't see anything wrong with that. Sounds like a logical way to go about it. I guess so, eh? So far I don't see anything crazy yet. It's just two of them talking, right? So he called this guy a scammer, which I want to see where's the scam going. So 27, I hope the scam is not just this guy said, okay, let's do on this date, and then he didn't appear. 27 December 2017, he asked me for another collab. This time for a video pulling for the new characters. I think it's funny how he tried to word this as Seapuku and Atsu versus Boris, Toad and Zin, as if it was some sort of competition, or even more so with his previous messages were him trying to collab with those exact same people. Okay, to be fair, I don't think it's unreasonable for creators to be direct with wanting to collab and increase viewership or revenue. I personally didn't and still don't care about making lots of money nor competitive growth of my channel. But these conversations were just overbearing coming from someone that was not my friend. Okay. Alright. So, alright, I can see these are not friends, right? But I don't see this being unreasonable. I think this is like whatever. It is a little bit weird, but it is whatever. Right? It's not that crazy yet. So, let's see. So here, if you go in on day 1 and want to do a set on day 3, with me, I'm down. I don't know what does this mean. PvP, I assume. What's the clash for? So it's like a heads up battle on Sugo Fest. Whoever wins the battle puts it on their channel. They do it on Dokkan a lot and it massively increases viewership on both channels if done well. So they do like a PvP battle. Whoever wins gets to upload the video on the channel. Huh? At least 50% of my viewership doesn't watch your content, and same for yours versus mine and vice versa. But they get both into channel to the clash. I'll have to pass for now. Historically collabs at early stages of channel growth haven't done too well for me with both this channel I have and my old one. Okay. Also not too keen on collabing as a whole since I'm not flexible when it comes to scheduling. If I'm not in the mood to make a video or do a stream, I won't. I don't like having to commit to making something for the sake of it. Sure. If you're not down, it's okay. Okay? Now, I might be overthinking this, and it might just be a really incredibly timed coincidence, but Seapuku had never used a full stop or period when talking to me. So this just comes across as salty. Regardless, it was evident to me he just wanted to collab with me and had no other interest with me outside of my numbers as well as to use me as a stepping stone. So I just tried to avoid him. Damn! So you see, he never full stop here. He never full stop here. There's no full stop here. There's no full stop here. But here, there's a full stop. Oh my god! He used a period. He's salty. Wow. He never used full stop ever. When he typed, he just finished the sentence. No full stop. Let's see. Which day? Either you go in, I'm down. No full stop. Wait, here there's full stop here though. ETC. Damn. What about question mark? So the full stop is what gives it away. That this guy is a salty manipulator. Okay. So the period gives it away. I can see where he's coming from. This period, man. This period be too much, okay? This period really being too much. Okay, so what else? So it was evident that he just wanted to collab with me, okay? The cheap gems scandal. Every gacha game has an in-game currency which you use to pull or roll or summon for new characters or items. For One Piece Treasure Cruise, this in-game currency is called Rainbow Gems. Cheap gems was essentially the third-party equivalent, okay? Where you would pay someone to take your account and load it up with lots of rainbow gems at a massively discounted rate. Except the reality was these cheap gems would come from people using stolen credit card or PayPal information or by abusing the Google Play refund system, which was easily exploitable back then. In other words, It's fraud. It's a scam. Okay. Seapuku proceeds to promote this cheap gem scam, scandal, fraud on every single stream and video. On his YouTube, I assume. Where the demographic is mostly kids and teenagers who are fans of One Piece. So he's promoting this method to kids to try to Google Play refund it. Ah. Of course, no gacha creator is clean. We are playing and promoting gacha games. For me, gacha game is just another type of game. Right? I don't see how is gacha game different than let's say FIFA 2024, which are all a form of gambling. But it's another level when you start promoting an actual scam to your audience. Okay? What does it mean by promote? I would love to see it if he has any proof. Promote by just saying, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is the method that I'm using, or is he like actually sponsored to do that, to like show, right? Yeah, FIFA is worse. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, like, you could play Counter-Strike or Dota 2. Those have skins as well with gambling, right? So is that different? I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I ended up calling Seapuku out on this publicly. Call him out in public for being a scammer and making a disclaimer that this was indeed a scam that would inevitably get people's One Piece Treasure Cruise accounts banned or restricted. So how did Seapuku respond to this? He started to reinforce and reassure his audience that these cheap gems were safe and that from a macro perspective, it's exactly the same as a legitimate discount sale. As more scrutiny fell on the cheap gems and him promoting them, he started trying to shift the narrative to the game is going to die because of people hating on cheap gems. You will see evidence of this in a moment in the music video. Wait, there's a music video? Totsuki promoted it and his own account is banned. Yeah, I feel like this is again, I'm not aware what method is this. I'm just trying to decipher it. I know of like third-party websites, right? For example, like Genshin has Honkai Star Rail and Genshin have this Coda shop. I think that one is legit. I think Coda shop is legit. But again, there could be some third-party that I'm not aware of that's like not legit. And I think this one is a bit different. This one that seems to be legit scam. Okay, he proceeded to say, I would be the main reason that the game dies. One Piece Treasure Cruise is still alive today, right? The game certainly would die for him and anybody else abusing cheap gems because they gave anyone using them a massive advantage in any competitive game modes and leaderboards. It was abusing an artificial pay-to-win system where you could have up to 10x the resources anybody else playing the game legitimately could access. Essentially, it was cheating. Okay? Okay? Alright. The ban waves indeed arrive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It did arrive. And people started getting banned or had their accounts restricted. What did Seapuku do? He ran away from the One Piece community and he joined another gacha called 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Oof. So this guy, being a scammer, he scammed all his audiences. Everyone get their account banned. So what he did, he'd be like, bye-bye, I'm no longer playing the game. He went to a battle game, Netmarble #1, 7 Deadly Sins, the best game ever. Why didn't he go to Epic 7 though? Why didn't he go to Epic? Why did he go to 7 Deadly Sins? I would have gone to Epic 7, you know? Get what I'm saying? So, he went to this different game. Very smart, very smart. Very smart, okay? Obviously, you know, before you get caught, you run away. You run away to a different community. You tell, okay, I'm no longer playing that game. I don't know what happens, right? I think this is a legit thing. You can find his old channel here. Okay, so YouTube Seapuku. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Old channel. Netmarble sucks. Wait, what? 3 years he ran to this Did you quit 7 Deadly Sins? So he actually quit 7 Deadly Sins. Ah. So he ran from One Piece to 7 Deadly Sins. And then he quit for Genshin, I assume, right? Let me see, when did he play One Piece? How do I set this? Let me see if I can, oldest. Is there One Piece? Did he play? Oh, he did play One Piece. Chaos Zephyr, Legend Sanji. Ah, yeah, he did. He played a bunch of One Piece here. Okay, alright. Epic 7 will report him. Shows the scam method. Alright. Yeah, he did play One Piece for a bit. After that, he moved into 7 Deadly Sins. Okay, so this is his old channel. Fair enough, this is proof enough. The next part is hearsay, but as far as I know, he also tried to promote the same scam in this community. In this community, he tried to promote the same scam. Oh, in 7 Deadly Sins, he tried to promote this scam as well. Okay, as I wasn't part of this community, I cannot verify. But obviously, hearing that frequently didn't improve my opinion of him. Then after a long time apart, we finally found ourselves reunited back in the most famous community, the Genshin community. From One Piece, split into 7 Deadly Sins, and then now back to Genshin. He would throw shit at me from time to time, so I would just respond by bringing up his past as a scammer and playing the music video. It's kinda ironic in a funny way that my meme brand has become the scammer when my supposed arch nemesis, this is what my old school community refer to Seapuku as, is actually a scammer. Here's the music video in question, which has video footage and quotes directly taken from Seapuku's stream itself. It's your fault. Okay, I'm not gonna watch the music video because this document is a bit too long. But okay, assuming this is the proof, I hope that clears up why Seapuku has a grudge against me and why he would lie on my name. The fact that he's trying to act like he has never done anything wrong, let alone ethically wrong, is incredible. The reason he doesn't get any Hoyoverse work is not related to me at all. It's because he has done content based on leaks! Leaks! Never talk about leaks! Okay? Genshin leaks, Star Rail leaks, Nikkei leaks, Blue Archive leaks, Lolly leaks. Stop it! Stop it with the leaks, guys. Stop it, okay? No leaks, no leaks. This how, when you do leaks, see? Hoyoverse doesn't want to do work with you. Don't talk about leaks. Huh. You want to see the scam chip gem scam there? Leaks everywhere. Okay. So this is Seapuku, the scammer. I think this is by far the best one. What do you guys think? I think this is by far the best one. So the next one, this one is called Stefan. Okay, Stefan. Before I start with all of this, I highly recommend that you read Stefan's expose post titled "The Truth About Atsu." I will post screenshots, but this tweet is very long. Okay, let's try and understand. I'll be directly quoting this expose post in the form of quotes later on, but I've taken screenshots in case the post itself is deleted. If they do so, I will upload them and add a full transcript here. Stefan's tweets itself will serve as a concrete proof of the lies that have been fed to the community. So this guy is the liar. Holy moly. Okay, let's glance through this, alright? I don't want this to be too long. I know this is going to be very, very long, and I'm sure you guys need to go to school soon, but let's finish this as fast as I can, alright? The truth about Atsu by Stefan. Okay? I didn't think I would actually bring this incident up, but with Tecton's recent tweets, back and forth, and Braxophone's huge posts, I would just like to add my personal experience. Before I get into this, I want to say my experience is rather minor, okay, when put in comparison to Brax's and Tecton's. Regardless, I still think the way I was treated was extremely unfair and rude, especially being another content creator in this space. So Stefan is being treated unfairly, extremely rude. Okay, let's see then. My content has always revolved around news, updates, the future of Genshin, and dreams up until a rather recent cease and desist. Sorry Hoyo, glad we are friends now. Back in July, I'm sure we can all remember the incident between Hoyoverse Formosa and the NA voice actor of Genshin Impact. The story dropped out of nowhere, and as usual I created a video TikTok covering the news as it unfolded. I was passionate about the situation, and looking back, maybe I was too passionate. I was angry. I've never been the type to defend $1 billion companies, and I was also disappointed with Genshin after Sumeru. So he tried to defend Hoyoverse. Okay? What made it even worse was the fact that I felt guilty at the time for making a wage of a game and its content that couldn't even pay its own voice actors. Okay, I felt obligated to cover the incident and drive attention to it, in hopes that more attention would at least get answers or a solution. It was the least I could do for people who to some degree allowed me to have a job as well. Okay, so I made tweets and eventually a video explaining the situation. These tweets were mainly directed at Genshin and Hoyoverse, as when the news first broke, Formosa was not mentioned and I had no idea of its existence. Eventually, once more news came out, I created a TikTok breaking down the situation. TikTok. Why TikTok to break down situation? Why not YouTube? Is TikTok better? I thought TikTok only short form, right? The video was extremely critical of Hoyoverse, but did mention Formosa and their involvement. Okay? In my eyes, the goal was simple. Bad press for Hoyoverse, even if they were not directly at fault, would drive Hoyoverse to put pressure on Formosa and get the VAs paid. When my video went up, I cross-posted it to Twitter in hopes that more eyes would see it and it would get more attention on the situation. For the most part, people responded positively to the video, sharing it, proof shown in Atsu's tweet saying people were eating it up. But there was definitely a decent handful of people telling me I was spreading misinformation by involving Hoyoverse at all, as Formosa was the one to blame. I agreed that Formosa had the blame. I stuck to my position because... Okay, so where does Atsu come in? TikTok is better? Wait, really? TikTok is better. As time went on, more people found issue with my video. I began to worry if I'd taken it too far. I looked towards content creators. I looked up into the community to see their takes on the matter, to see if I was going hard at Hoyoverse. As I scrolled through the creators I respected, I looked up Atsu to see his take on the matter. That's when I realized I couldn't look up to Atsu. I thought it was odd, and maybe an issue with my account, so I jumped on and out and looked him, only to see it worked perfectly fine. I went back to this account, typed in full Twitter, and I realized I was blocked. I was confused immediately as I didn't recall doing anything directly to him or any of his friends. As usual, I assumed maybe the block happened due dreams, but then I remembered that a few days prior, I seen one of his tweets on my timeline. I investigated and quickly found a subtweet about me a few hours before talking about spreading misinformation, with a reply further calling me the Kimstar or drama alert of Genshin and getting mad that people were reposting and sharing my content. Guess he was mad that the tweet was popping off. I don't know. Okay. I never reached out to Atsu after this moment cause it was clear he wrote me off rather quickly and then related me to the absolute scum of YouTube. I think it's hilarious now to see him reply to Tecton and cover the most recent Genshin drama, but I guess it's only okay when Atsu does it. I'll never really understand Atsu's reaction in this situation. It seems rather extreme for something that could have been as simple as reaching out to me and explaining to me your perspective. But why would he do that, right? Why would he reach out to you to talk about anything when he can just block you? Is simpler. Which is why I don't fully believe this is the only reason why Atsu blocked me, but I'll never know what else I did wrong. I don't know, am I crazy? Like, why do people seem to take block very offensively on Twitter? I find that very concerning, that people view it like, oh, this guy blocked me. This is very offensive, like it's a crime. You should never block me. You should reach out to me first, to talk to me first. Like, what? Is it that big of a deal? I don't know, maybe like some of them are kind of soft. But what? It's just a block. Who cares? It's just a block. Who cares if somebody blocks you? I don't get it. I don't know. Block first, ask questions later. I'm rather quite reasonable person, and let's be honest, if one of the biggest Genshin creators reached out to me, telling me to take down the video, I would have done it pretty quickly. Maybe Atsu didn't think I was worth the brief at that time, since I was a smaller creator. It seemed rather obvious since he instead blocked me while shit talking me on my main. Huh. Is Twitter so yeah? He did a horrible take video blaming the wrong thing, should have taken the L. I ended up deleting the video shortly after realizing I had been subtweeted. I was worried if I left it up longer that Atsu would have gotten more angry and eventually called me out, and I knew I wasn't in the mental space to deal with another wave of hate towards me. What? So if he left the video longer, Atsu would have called him out? Okay. I wish he had just reached out to me instead, since at the end of the day, if he actually took the time to get to know me, he'd have known my whole goal was just to get Paimon paid. And the other VAs that just sounded too good to not. Anyways, I'm just sharing this cause it really angered me reading Atsu's recent tweets. From my perspective, he loves to paint himself like he's the good guy that does nothing wrong, when that's clearly not true at all. Also, F you for calling me Kim Star. I'm nothing like him, and if you knew anything about me, you would know that. Of course, he know nothing about you. You're not friends with him, right? Assuming. Okay. So this is a tweet. This is that particular tweet. Alright. Seems like the bad take video is why he got blocked. I don't know. I feel like it's not that big of a deal, but again, let's see. I want to say that using someone's legitimate pain and suffering as a stepping stone to farm engagement and interactions is something that should be condemned immensely. So basically, Stefan is trying to take advantage of the situation, as in like the VAs are not getting paid, so he's trying to use it to farm engagement, is it? Okay, that's fair, alright. There are no reparations that can be made here from Stefan to me. This is a matter of libel and defamation. I'll start with recollections I have of Stefan and why it led me to develop a negative opinion on him. The first recollection was the Merchelse Hunter Artifact version 4.0 graphic, way before Furina was released. This graphic had some objectively poor advice at the time. The next recollection I have was Stefan sharing data from leaks. These are now deleted. Lastly, is again a metric crap ton of leaks. For context, I haven't looked at leaks for over a year now, and I try to avoid leaks as much as possible because it ruins my anticipation for future updates. Okay, original graphic. Merchelse Hunter Artifact set bonus. 2-piece, normal and charge attack, damage 15%. 4-piece, when current HP increase or decrease, crit rate will increase by 12%. So usable on Lini, Ito, Ganyu, and then Hu Tao. The poor advice in question. So what's the difference between these two pictures? It's just so it's a poor advice, is it? This artifact is not good for Ganyu and Hu Tao and Ito. Ah, okay. To be fair, it's not Stefan's fault that Twitter keep putting those tweets on my timeline. However, at this point, I'd seen enough. I decided to mute and block Stefan. To preface the next segment, I would like to make it clear that misinformation and especially disinformation are a big problems. within the community that I hate seeing. Of course, everyone is going to consume misinformation at some point, and it's impossible not to in the social media age. Spreading disinformation, however, is a completely different matter and is far, far, far more sinister. We move on to the voice actor drama, Stefan's largest controversy. Okay? Voice actor drama. On the 13th of July, 2023, some EN-dub voice actors under the Formosa agency started making noise on social media about not getting paid for their work working for Genshin Impact. Stefan reported this later without clarifying any facts and made a video to post on TikTok as well as Twitter, now deleted. Okay. Considering Stefan claims to be a news person, posting news without fact-checking is unprofessional and only comes across as interaction farming and spreading propaganda. This is an earlier deleted tweet Stefan made regarding the situation. This is while Genshin isn't paying voice actors while profiting 2 billion last year. Okay, so basically it's not Genshin that's not paying the voice actors. We already talked about this incident. It's the third-party agency company, the voice acting agency company that Genshin hired. Genshin has no... Genshin paid this agency, but this agency did not pay the VAs, right? So it's like a bit different. I can see why, you know, it doesn't seem like, if you look at the full context, obviously, you know, at layman's terms, you might not understand the full thing, but obviously Genshin did pay the agency didn't pay the VA, so in this case, it's the agency's fault. But yeah, you can make it sound like as though Genshin is at fault for this particular case. Something wasn't adding up. If Genshin really didn't pay the voice actors, how come there was no uproar for the other language voice actors? How come there was only a very small amount of voice actors complaining? Logic would detect that the variable was the cause, and in this instance, that would mean the agency was the problem. Okay, yeah, for sure. So some people caught onto this and started to call Stefan out, to which Stefan doubled down and responded with, "There's zero misinformation here, and you are being weird. Stop spreading misinformation. There's zero misinformation here. Both companies are mentioned. Please stop. You are being weird." So 8 hours after the above tweet, Stefan deletes the tweets and the video. As Stefan says here, it's due to some self-reflection regarding the responsibility of the situation. Videos has been deleted. I feel like I have been differing opinion that most when it comes to the responsibility of the situation, and maybe I'm not the best person to take this on due to my own personal biases. I would like to return to Stefan's The Truth About Atsu thread and start dissecting what Stefan wrote about me and the entire situation and how it impacted the decisions made during this controversy. That's a long one. Okay. Alright. So this is where Stefan shall be exposed. I was angry. I've never been the type to defend $1 billion companies, and I was also really disappointed with Genshin after Sumeru. What made it even worse was the fact that I felt guilty at the time for making a wage of a game and its content and couldn't even pay his own voice actors. According to this, Stefan acted out of guilt. The string of misinformation and disinformation was all ultimately for the greater good. And then he said, okay, he made the tweets, Formosa was not mentioned, I had no idea of his existence. This is an admission of making assumptions without provisioning any evidence. In my eyes, the goal was simple: bad press for Hoyoverse, even if they were not directly at fault, would drive Hoyoverse to put pressure on Formosa and get the VAs paid. When my video went up, I cross-posted it on Twitter in hopes that more eyes would see it and it would get more attention on the situation. So this can be interpreted in a few ways. We can ask Stefan to confirm for themselves, but this seems to be an admission of knowingly spreading disinformation. I'm not writing this for Hoyoverse's sake, but rather for anyone reading this document. This kind of behavior falls into the legal realms of libel and defamation. For most people responded positively to the video, sharing it. Proof shown in Atsu tweet saying people were eating it up. But there was definitely a decent handful of people telling me I was spreading misinformation by involving Hoyoverse at all, as Formosa was the one to blame. While I agreed that Formosa had the blame, I stuck to my position because at the end of the day, I felt any amount of outrage would hopefully get the VAs some answers from either Hoyo or Formosa. Plus, like I said, the video did mention Formosa in it. Okay. Admission of knowingly spreading disinformation. So far, I think, up to this point, I don't think it's that bad, right? He's trying to dissect every single part, but I don't think it's that bad. So let's see, what is this? As time went on and more people found the issue with my video, I began to worry if I had taken it too far. I looked towards content creators, I looked up to the community to see their takes on the matter to see if I was going too hard at Hoyoverse. As I scrolled through creators I respected, I looked up Atsu to see his take on the matter. That's when I realized I couldn't look up Atsu. I thought it was odd and maybe an issue with my account. So I jumped on I think this is Twitter, and looked him up only to see it worked perfectly fine. I went back to this account, typed in his full Twitter and realized I was blocked. I was confused, I didn't recall doing anything directly to him or any of his friends, okay? I assumed maybe the block happened due dreams, but then I remembered that a few days prior, I had seen one of the tweets on my timeline. For context, dreams is a term people use when they don't want to say leaks. Oh, okay. So the block was due to leaks. Stefan, of their own admission, has received a cease and desist over leaks. Wait, this guy has received a cease and desist letter directly from Hoyoverse over leaks. Leaks. Damn. Okay. So my content has always revolved around news, updates, the future of Genshin, and dreams up until a rather recent cease and desist. Sorry Hoyo, glad we are friends now. I investigated and quickly found a subtweet about me a few hours before talking about spreading misinformation, without a further reply calling the Keemstar or drama alert of Genshin and getting mad that people were reposting and sharing my content. This particular quote is very important, and down below is the proof of my subtweet that Stefan was posting. Keep in mind, Stefan posted this exact screenshot. Okay, let's try and read this. Let's try and get the context, okay? Genshin Impact community try not to spread and consume misinformation. Challenge. Impossible. I see people think that this is referring to the voice actor drama, but it's actually about a Twitter account I unfortunately stumbled across, which is like a Genshin Keemstar drama alert wannabe, and some of the BS people were eating up and sharing from it was crazy, including the VA stuff. I never reached out to Atsu after this moment, cause it was clear he wrote me off rather quickly and then related me to the absolute scum of YouTube, referencing Keemstar. I think it's hilarious now to see him reply to Tecton and cover the most recent Genshin drama, but I guess it's only okay when Atsu does it. I think some disingenuity is starting to show here. My history with Tecton is very well documented, and I'm sure Stefan was also aware of what the timeline of events were. Holy moly. Holy moly, damn, it's still going! Damn, it's still going. This is going on forever, man. This is like crazy. This is longer than I thought. Okay, let's see. Maybe Atsu didn't think I was worth the brief. Okay, the brief, ooh. At the time, since I was a smaller creator. I mean, it seemed rather obvious since he instead blocked me, was shit-talking me on main. I ended up deleting the videos shortly after realizing I had been subtweeted. I was worried if I left it out longer that Atsu would have gotten more angry, eventually called me out. I knew I wasn't in the mental headspace to deal with another wave of hate towards me. I wish he had just reached out to me instead, since at the end of the day, if he actually took the time to get to know me, he'd have known my whole goal was just to get Paimon paid. That's the end of Stefan's thread. We are almost at the conclusion. I'd like to remind you of some very important quotes from Stefan's thread. Okay. Let's revisit this quote. I investigated and quickly found a subtweet about me a few hours before talking about spreading misinformation, with a further reply calling me the Keemstar drama alert. Maybe Atsu didn't think I was worth the breath at the time since I was a smaller creator. It seemed rather obvious he instead blocked me while shit talking me on my main. Okay? And F you for calling me Keemstar. I'm nothing like him. So it is my belief that Stefan told a half-truth and really did delete the post because of the wave of hate that they were dealing with at the time from the Twitter community. Alright? However, everything Stefan included about me is a lie. I know this because Stefan claims they deleted their tweet after they saw my Keemstar subtweet and after they saw that I had blocked them. The thing is, I blocked Stefan many hours after they had deleted all the tweets, but I can't prove that. Thankfully, Stefan did that part for me. Wait, what? Let's revisit the screenshot of this subtweet that Stefan posted. Okay, July 14, 2023, is it? Now here's the fully uncropped version of the exact same subtweet. Okay, July 14, 2023. 6:49 PM, okay. Lastly, here's the tweet of Stefan confirming they deleted the video. Video has been deleted. Just feel like I've a differing opinion than most when it comes to the responsibility of the situation, and maybe I'm not the best person to take this on due to my own personal biases. So Stefan deleted the video at 9:29 AM in the morning. 9:29 AM in the morning, July 14. I made my Keemstar tweet at 6:49 PM in the evening. 6:49 PM in the evening. So he deleted the video first. Only he made this tweet. It's not that Atsu made this tweet, then only he deleted the video afterwards. So, Stefan did not delete the video because Atsu made this and called him a Keemstar. Stefan deleted the video prior to Atsu calling him Keemstar, drama alert, wannabe Genshin. I think I see what's the difference here. I think I see the reasoning here. There's over a 9-hour difference between these two events. So how can this be? Either Stefan time travel into the future, or you have just seen someone completely fabricate an entire story to smear my name. That is again libel and defamation. Okay. This is getting interesting. This is getting actually interesting. So he didn't delete the tweet or the video because Atsu called him out. He did that before, right? Plot twist? It is a plot twist for sure. Stefan was in the wrong regardless. This didn't need an essay. But would the time zone matter though, right? Because this one is 9:29 AM for Stefan's time zone. This is 6:49 PM for Atsu's time zone, right? I don't know how Twitter works, but does it, like, could it be like because of difference of time zone? Maybe actually, you get what I'm saying? Like, are they both in the same time zone? Is what I'm trying to say. Maybe it's not as, I don't know how this works actually. Convoluted story? Snake Stefan? So he's no longer Sip Stefan. It's Snake Stefan. Atsu is in UK. Both pictures are from Snake Stefan. Both pictures are from Snake Stefan. So this picture is also from Snake Stefan, is it? Okay. So basically, Stefan is accusing Atsu for calling him out, pretty much. For calling him the Genshin Keemstar drama alert wannabe, and that caused him to get harassed, and therefore he's forced to delete the video. But if you look at the time, it doesn't add up, because Stefan deleted the video prior to Atsu calling him out. So that's pretty much the plot twist here, right? So the time seems to prove everything. It is happening on the same day, but clearly you can tell Stefan deleted the videos first. So there's that. The screenshot for Stefan didn't include the time, which was sus. 2 snacks. If Atsu is viewing it, the time zones automatically converted and sync. Yeah, I'm not familiar how Twitter time zones work, right? But this is getting So how can this be? Either Stefan time travel into the future, or you have just seen someone completely fabricate an entire story to smear my name. This is against libel and defamation. Whether this was to farm impressions or engagement, whether this was just an act of spite for me blocking them, it doesn't matter. The tweet Stefan made about me has over 900,000 views, almost 1 million. It's irreparable damage caused to myself and my public image. This was a malicious use of this information to damage my reputation. I've shown even from the truth about Atsu thread that this is not the first time Stefan has participated in utilizing this information. But I really hope this will be the last. The saddest part of this situation is that many of my own community saw this tweet and believed it without even waiting for my side of the story. Komis Kazi, you were one of the cool ones. So many things I could say, but none of them have the right words for me to think of right now. Stefan, can I tag him so I can say something? You didn't tag him yourself, so I'm on it and okay for it. Honestly, I'd rather you not tag him. I don't really care to hear what he has to say. Relating me to Keemstar, a man who has attacked or belittled sexual assault victims, was enough for me to be done with him for good. Alrighty, Stefan, he was an alright guy when I found him, but now he's just not it. But now he's up there with Tecton. Atsu is up there with Tecton. Damn. Okay. So I think this is a very, very good evidence to prove that Atsu is getting defamation. Is getting defamed by Snake Stefan. Damn. So this guy is piling on him, attacking him while he was being attacked by Snake Sophon. Okay? So yeah. I can see based on this proof. So this one is by far one of the better ones. I don't know which one is better between this and the Scamka Poco. The Seka Poco scam seems to be quite insane as well, but this one is also quite insane, right? I don't care about getting back at Stefan. The only thing I really care about is having the right eyes see this document in the hopes they will make a conclusion based on reading or hearing directly from both sides. I've lost friends and community members over this drama. My name has been dragged through the mud this past week. And don't get me wrong, some people have been legitimately hurt by my words or my actions, and it's fine if some people dislike me. But I will not stand for complete and utter lies written about me. There are plenty of opportunistic individuals like this Snake Stefan guy in this community, waiting for their chance to capitalize against someone they dislike, or simply to farm interactions and garner attention. Stefan is one of those people, and they have absolutely nothing to do with Brax, nor are they even friends with Brax. But instead, they take this opportunity to attack Atsu while Brax is attacking him. So, double angle attack. Atsu didn't see this coming. Damn. This is insane, guys. The next one. Oh my god. The next one is Tecton Omega Lul. Okay. This is where it gets serious, guys. This is where the allegations Tecton has been brought in. One word. Omega Lul. Thanos? Wait, why did he put Thanos on Tecton's page? Wait, just one page? Wait, why is Tecton only one page? But Snake Stefan gets 10 pages. Tecton only got one page. No way he only gave Tecton one page. I thought he would have written more. Okay. Tecton is Tecton. I could write one word, I could write 1 billion words, the end results will always be the same. You can take my word, you can take his word, the public court of opinion's words, none of it matters at this point. His fans would defend him to the death. His haters would chase him to the death. It doesn't even matter who is right or wrong. My beef with Tecton is well documented and all over the internet now. If you wish to find it, it's all there. I can promise you that Tecton will never stop speaking about other people in a negative manner. Whether that's me, my friends, people from his past, or people who are yet to hit his radar. I'm sure he will make content out of this document too. Of course, there will even be times where we cross paths online or even in person. And I intend to just go about my day. You could say when it comes to drama, Tecton is inevitable. Wow. Wow. Is it true, guys? Guys, is it true? When it comes to drama, Tecton is inevitable. He will always be there. Tecton will always be there, is it? Anything drama, Tecton will be there. Any game he plays, is it? What games does Tecton play? Genshin? Arc Knights, is it? Genshin and Arc Knights, I think, right? What other games? Honkai Star Rail is pretty chill, right? Genshin, Arc Knights, Honkai Star Rail. I mean, it's pretty chill. Atsu versus Tecton. Balance. Tecton is loud, so he'll be heard everywhere. So why Thanos though? Why Thanos? Just Star Rail now? So it's just Thanos for now, huh? I wish he would put more context into this, right? Tecton is Thanos. Okay, next up. Tuner. Okay, this is a different person that I didn't know of. Okay, so this is going to be a weird one. For context, Tuner was part of a channel called Jin Jinx and Tuner. Matalos Gaming was one of the two people on that channel. The drama that's been documented in the past was that Jin Jinx ended up quitting because of Tecton. And from my understanding of this tweet, Tuner had also quit later at some point. The insinuation here is that I was also the reason they had both quit, which is out of the left field for me. All I'm going to say is we didn't quit because of one person, it might have been two. Brax is a homie, support him. Okay. So this guy quit Genshin because of Tecton and Atsu, is it? Huh. Alright. Okay. So let's provide some context on this then, of what we do know and what the public also knows. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this. This is going to be very, very complicated. So back then in the very early days of Genshin, there was a huge drama over the character called Zhongli. So I believe you guys have heard of the drama, so I also know of the drama because I did pull for him back then. So for those of you who didn't know, Zhongli was kind of weak and he was kind of for an Archon, he's quite bad, right? He's quite bad. Back then, like his shield is like whatever, and then people were like trying to get Zhongli to be buff. I think that was what the CN players were trying to do, right? Jingjings and Tuner were on the anti-Zhongli side, and I was on the opposite side of pro-Zhongli. Okay? Typing this out honestly is quite cringe. Yeah, I mean it's just a character, right? But a lot of people were like unhappy of how weak he was back then. But definitely he did get buffed like crazy. It's like explaining Genshin politics. Anyway, just like real politics, people of opposing beliefs tend to not get along. And that's definitely what happened within the community. Pro-Zhongli people will go and harass theory crafters, and anti-Zhongli will come and harass non-theory crafters. Naturally, Jingjings and Tuner, myself and other content creators that voice their thoughts receive flack from people of opposing beliefs. Oh, I'm guessing they think Zhongli is good and doesn't need buff, right? And then you know, people were trying to get him buff. If I recall correctly, I was a much smaller content creator back then, less than 15,000 YouTube subs. And Jingjings and Tuna were one of the biggest channels with over 150,000 YouTube subscribers. I received a barrage of hate, including hate raids into my Discord, comments, and Twitch. I don't believe there was ever any direct beef between myself and Jingjings and Tuna. I also never attributed the abuse I received to them. To me, that was just a natural consequence of content creation. When there are multiple opposing opinions, especially strong ones, the community feels. It's worth noting this Zhongli drama wasn't just Jinx, Tuna, Tecton, and myself. The entire community was involved on virtually every single platform. Okay. This was kind of crazy back then actually, now that I think of it. To my recollection, the reason this drama started to even spiral into creator versus creator drama was when Tecton and Tuna started going at each other. Did they started going to each other though? I remember following a little bit of this drama. I think Tecton just did a Discord call or voice call against Tuna, or was it one of them? I can't remember. Forgive me if I'm misremembering, but my only participation in that drama, as far as I can recall, was when Tuna called me a racist. Ooh, and Tecton defended me over it. So I got dragged in and spoke to Tuna directly to clear things up, and we quashed any grievances. So Atsu was called a racist back then. Okay? Alright, alright. I see how this is. Here's the clip of Tuna calling me a racist. Okay? We're gonna watch this. Somebody's been called a racist over this. Okay, let's see then. This is the proof, this is the evidence.
Like 2 or 3 times.
Just very quickly, Atsu is right. You should try to be civil. I've already said that if he wants to talk, he can talk with me. He's the guy who trashed us.
Trash us, okay.
And was racist.
Racist?
You know, whatever. He can talk to me anytime he wants. If he wants to call me right now, I'd talk to him. So.
Okay.
I'm listening to somebody I respect. Bare their soul. And to be honest, he, you know, he should, I should listen. Racist? Yeah, racist. When he said that you shouldn't listen to us, he said you shouldn't listen to us, you should listen to the Asian guy. Jinx had a real big issue with that.
But about like 2 or...
So is racist. So shouldn't listen to them because they are white, is it? And should listen to the Asian guy. Ah. So the race is brought into this. Wow. Well, I didn't know that. They are crying over that. Racist because he's Asian? I don't even know what their race is. There's no face cam. I don't know. So again, so Atsu called them a racist and they weren't happy about that. No, they called Atsu a racist, my bad. They called Atsu a racist because of what Atsu said. But again, this is all... I mean, it could be a joke, I don't know. Is he actually racist though? Because that would imply that... Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. It's hard to say for sure for these kind of things. But okay, let's continue, right? Acting racist with Ferrari. For context, my handle at the time was Asian Guy Genshin. And I went by Asian Guy. Okay? So is that where the racism comes? So I'm referring to myself in whatever Tuna is talking about here. What's more bizarre is that Jingjings, who was Tuna's channel partner, is literally Asian. And I still don't really get it to this day what the issue was. I don't believe I was even trashing Tuna or Jinx back then, because I didn't even know who they were at the time of the Zhongli drama. Not saying this in an ego way, I didn't watch any theory crafters. However, I don't recall my exact words, But I don't remember saying a joking sentiment, something along the lines of everybody in the Genshin community sucks except for me. Again, this was sarcasm. Okay, so again, it was a joke being taken out of context. So you can see when you joke about stuff like that, when you say stuff like, oh, you guys shouldn't listen to me, you guys shouldn't listen to them, you guys should listen to me because I'm the Asian guy. So obviously it's a joke, it's a sarcasm. But again, some people take sarcasm as, you know, some very serious crime against racism. That you're racist. Okay? When you say stuff like that, racist. So never joke on the internet. Never joke, okay? Don't listen to me, I don't know the game literally. But yeah, again, stuff like this, you know, when you take stuff out of context, it gets very complicated. So here's a clip of Tuner's chat telling him I'm clearly being sarcastic or joking.
I don't know, man.
Okay, let's see. More proof. More proof of racist.
I don't know, man. It's clearly sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm.
I don't know why people keep doing this shit where it's like, it's just a joke, dude. It's just a joke.
Okay. Yeah, but it's just a joke though. It's just a prank, right? Okay. So that's it, alright? So, but they didn't buy the joke. Okay. So regardless, I didn't even know Tuner accused me of being racist. Yeah, which is kind of a... It's kind of a serious accusation, right? Until people started to ask if I was okay. I then spoke to Tuner and we quashed this beef. So there was a beef going on about him being racist. He retracted his statement, apologized to me, and then explained why he accused me of being racist, although I don't remember the conversation very well. It really wasn't that deep. I didn't really care. I chalk it off as Tuner being emotional in the midst of drama and blurting out something he didn't mean. He even said some very nice things about me for supporting enviosity. Envy is enviosity, I assume. So I thought we were cool. I thought that, but seeing Tuner come out and imply they quit YouTube because of me was quite shocking. To my understanding, Tuner had continued streaming and making videos way beyond the drama with Tecton. He publicly blamed Tecton for Jing's quitting and never spoke of my name as far as I know. I can't tell if he genuinely did quit because of me or if he just wanted to join the dogpiling. Regardless, if that is your genuine truth, Tuner, I'm sorry for making you two feel like you ever had to quit. I thought we were cool, so I genuinely am truly sorry. Okay, so that's it. So this is the accusation of him being racist. And I don't know, I feel like this one is like... This one is whatever, right? It is pretty serious. But I can see why it's a joke that's taken out of context. Again, for me, like, I'm used to this kind of sarcasm. I'm not like easily offended and stuff. But sometimes some people are, you know? The truth is, like, when you... Now here's the thing, right? If you want to be a content creator, you cannot be a snowflake. I know this sounds crazy, but if you're a content creator, you just can't be like... You can be a snowflake, I guess, but drama is going to come to you. Like, if you take everything like seriously, it's just going to be hard. I think it's just very, very difficult, right? Especially if you're a streamer or a YouTuber. I think it's just a tough one. Because like, you're going to have viewers, you're going to have other people talk about you, and don't be like the slime. Don't be like the slime where you think you always deserve praise, right? You can't always be like, you're the only one that deserves praise, because nobody deserves praise. You know, that's the truth, right? Nobody deserves praise. Just because you are free to play doesn't mean you deserve praise, right? So that's the thing. So the next one. Now this is going to be, wow, the out of context or misleading clips. So now this is where it gets serious. This is where things are going to start to come out. Mtash clip. Okay, let's have a look at the clip first to get the context. There's so many clips. So what is this about?
Here we go.
I mean, I know so yeah, that's fine.
Okay to say that
Yeah,
publicly.
because I mentioned it the other day. Is like I think I talked to you about maybe the content
Why is
creator
it from
server,
one
and
side?
you reached out to Hoyoverse and you tried to patch it up. And I ended up talking with Sunmilk at TwitchCon and stuff, and I said, like, you know, I'd love to just make content on the game and not be blacklisted. Like, I've tried to patch it up, and like,
So
I've
why
had
does
conversations
Atsu
with
have
them.
the ability to patch up those relationships?
All the DM says is I tried to patch up your relationship with Hoyoverse. I have the Discord logs, kind of thing, and I know that.
So
I've already
why does he
discussed
have that ability?
And
the guy who has the ability to
made a
patch
comment
things
about
up
how you went to bat
also
for
has
me
the
kind of thing,
ability
but
to
it's
fucking
just
ruin
like-
things.
So they are saying that Atsu has the ability to patch up relationships between Hoyoverse employees and Hoyoverse content creators. I think that's the context here. And then Tecton is assuming just because he has the ability to patch things up, does that mean he also has the ability to ruin things? Which again, Mtash quitting Gen. He has 7 quitting Genshin videos? Really? Huh. Okay, so this is the clip. Okay, let's watch it in full context.
And that's fine. But did you go to bat for any these other people? Or like, I don't know. It's hard to. If you can go to bat for me, you could also go bat against someone.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
True.
No, that makes sense.
True.
True.
And he doesn't deny.
So
Damn.
your implication
Wait, Tecton is so mad. Damn.
here
Damn.
is that
There it is.
I am batting against people in Hoyoverse's ears,
Wow.
and that I am controlling
True.
who Hoyoverse works with.
Yep.
I'm just saying if
True
you
or
have
not, guys?
if you have the ability to do the opposite, then like that's a lot, seems to be a lot of power, and that's
True.
where these allegations are coming from.
Definitely
True.
true.
I fucking
True
pray
for
that
sure,
it didn't
true for
happen,
sure.
or else like that's criminal. That is actually there's a legal thing going on with
True.
comic writers where
True.
the guy reached out to the publisher to sue the guy and stop the publication of his comic. Like
True.
that is illegal.
Publication of what comic?
Yeah.
Damn.
That is illegal, and Mike, whether you believe me or not, I have not batted against you, and I've not batted against other content creators from working.
Then why are
with
so many people
Hoyoverse.
saying it?
But I have tried to, and I'll come out publicly and say this, I have tried to patch up. Well, I can speak.
Very interesting.
on what I just
Bro
typed,
is
right?
shook.
Mhm.
Bro is
Yeah,
shook,
I have
dude.
tried to fix.
Wait, what? Why it ends at bro is shook and then this guy stopped recording? True! True, guys, remember true. What Tecton say is true. So who is shook? Who is shook, guys? Okay, let's continue. So, what's the context here? Mtash and I are friends. He called me in the attempt to mediate and help me to see why this claim Atsu controls Hoyoverse, Atsu manipulates Hoyoverse, Atsu can blacklist people from Hoyoverse, can even be made into the first place. Thanks to him, I realized a very fair point. That if one thing can go in one direction naturally, that means it can go in the opposite way too. Okay. Again, I don't think it's such a... It's not a far-fetched or a crazy thing to assume, right? If you can do that, I think it's fair to say, yeah, maybe this can also happen both ways. He's scared, he shook. People seem to think that me accepting that as a good point is equal to me admitting that I can control Hoyoverse and blacklist people from Hoyoverse work. I do not blame Mike for any of this. Mike in this case is Mtash, I believe, right? So yeah, I can see that being a thing for sure. Let's see. He would have known about the information I'm about to reveal because his bridge to Hoyoverse was burned into the game's release. To be fair, I do not expect most viewers to even think twice about this either. So what is this information that's so important? Many creators you know about have a line of contact to Hoyoverse, aka Discord. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So now what do I mean when I say Hoyoverse? Senior staff that controls the entire company like that way? No. I mean public facing stuff like community managers or people who have set up community events or collaborations with content creators. There's nothing special about being able to contact a community manager. I mean that's true, right? For me, like as a content creator, like I contact like quite a lot of you know, for example, other games. You know, this is something that happens all the time, definitely. So I can see this is definitely something that's true. Tecton, what does Tecton not want you to know? So Tecton, in this case, had and likely still has this exact same point of contact on Discord. He used to talk to the exact same community manager before. Okay, so very, very interesting. Before bridges got burned. So does this mean Tecton can manipulate Hoyoverse? No. Okay, and this makes perfectly sense. I mean, makes the perfect sense for sure. Mike let me know he wanted to be on better terms with Hoyoverse. So as his friend, I just sent a message to the community manager to let them know if Mike's sentiment. So Mike went and talked to the person himself at TwitchCon, as he himself says in this very same clip, my role here was simply being the messenger. And any other creator could have done the exact same thing for Mike. Even Tecton could have done this if he hadn't burned bridges to Hoyoverse. You can ask every single creator that's worked with Hoyoverse in any capacity whether or not they had a Hoyoverse contact. Obviously Mike wouldn't know, since he has always been on bad terms with Hoyoverse, and I guess viewers wouldn't really think about this much. Yeah, I think this is true. I can confirm this. For me, my Hoyoverse contact is big shout out to him, by the way. He's the one that helped me settle my what is that? Remember, for me, like there was a big issue last year that one of my videos got copyrighted, right? Copyright strike, which is quite serious. The Silver Wolf video. I have to contact my Hoyoverse staff. He's a Russian guy, very cool guy. He helped me settle it. I think I was able to settle it because of him as well. Known by the name of Nori, I believe, on the Honkai Star Rail Discord. How else do people think Hoyoverse is working with so many creators and contacting them? Telepathy? Yeah, I mean this is obvious. This is extremely obvious. You know why I was shocked? Because from my perspective, I thought Mike was insinuating that I went against him. And that deeply upset me because we are friends. I've spoken to Mike or Mtash on this matter, and he acknowledged that it looked like he threw me under the bus. And he apologized to me for that and made it clear that that was not his intention. I believe him. As Mongol, ooh, a very large creator ends up getting involved. Okay, as Mongol is involved as well. So let's talk about this. To ask logical questions and demand evidence. So he asked Tecton and Brax for evidence of me controlling and manipulating Hoyoverse. So where's the evidence? They had nothing. As Mongol then asked another good question to Mike, which goes along the lines of, if Atsu has the power to control or influence Hoyoverse, wouldn't that mean Mtash not having made amends to Hoyoverse mean that by that logic he doesn't have that kind of power or influence? Even if Asmon's intention wasn't to side with me, I thank him for being the voice of logic and reason, because he genuinely did help out with returning some common sense to the topic. It's still incredibly scary that despite being shown the inconsistencies in their logic and narrative by Tecton's own friend, that Tecton and his viewers were still unwilling to accept any of it. Tecton and his viewers. 43 pages of damage control. I wouldn't call this damage control, but this is just some of the very interesting refute. Lastly, okay, the last one, guys, the last one. It does shock me how seemingly everyone either forgot or glossed over this glaring fact. Let me preface the next part by saying Braxophone does not control or manipulate Hoyoverse either. So does nobody think it's utterly insane that Brax, of his own admission and written in his own document, wait, what? Can go to directly talk to Hoyoverse staff, talk to them, and then get them involved in a personal matter by contacting me on his behalf. So that part can be kind of suspicious for sure. Yeah, I can see that part can be suspicious. It was unprofessional to bring a Hoyoverse staff member into this personal issue, but does that mean Braxophone has the power to manipulate, influence, blacklist, or control Hoyoverse? The answer is no. The answer is no, guys. I am genuinely concerned by the sheer number of people eating up the narrative and vitriol regarding manipulating Hoyoverse. Because if that was the case, why am I the master manipulator, blacklister, CEO of Hoyoverse, and for Braxophone is a completely different matter. It's falling into the territory of tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists, and that is scary. Brax was able to get Hoyoverse staff to act on his behalf for a personal matter. As unprofessional Brax approaching Hoyo staff was, this is just literally just a dude that was hurt and confided with another human being who is their friend in the hope that they could help find him a resolution and good community manager and would try to manage problems in the community. It is literally their job. Alright. We are almost nearing the end. Actually no, still got 13 more pages. Photo of Braxophone Atsu caught lying about editing the photo. Okay, this is going to be important. Manipulating the photo was one of the biggest accusations of Atsu being called Ratsu or Ratsu, right? So this is going to be, the context here is people have been accusing him of doing something like editing or manipulating. You guys remember, right? He edited somebody's face out. And that was apparently very, very offensive. I don't find that super offensive particularly because it's like when you own the photo, you're allowed to edit it. But apparently some people find that extremely offensive, which is again, I think there's fair narrative, right? Completely fair narrative altogether. So let's look at this then. So what is this all about? Forgive me for patronizing tone in this section, but please know I will not talk to a normal human being like this. This part is directly for the Tecton viewers, the creators orbiting Tecton and Tecton himself. Tecton. I can't find the clip in question, but here are some tweets regarding it. I will break down the context of these images one at a time. Okay guys, take full context of this one at a time. So this is the part, let's see. Please remember, this tweet originated from a Tecton viewer. Ooh, Tecton viewer guys. So keep in mind that Tecton viewer is the one that did this. Did any of these creators think for 1 second to fact check, okay? Wait, what? To fact check if Brax or ask Brax himself if this was accurate. So no one actually fact checked. So that was the issue, is it? Because nobody actually fact checked, which is going to be really, really unfortunate. Drama interactions first, facts never. That speaks volumes. So what do you guys think? I think this is kind of a insane accusation. So this is what Braxophone put in his document. Okay, this is the one. Right after taking this photo, Atsu brought back everyone for a photo session. So this is what Tecton viewers made it seem like Brax was talking about. So Atsu is lying continuously on his stream, misconstruing the chat, literally said that these two pictures are different. And later admitted to editing them. You need to be missing brain cells to even think he's speaking the truth. Okay, alright. So again, I remember this photo in particular. I don't think it was that big of a deal, but again, you know, some of these could be like, I would love to listen to his side of the story for sure, right? Some content creators that were milking and spreading misinformation. Mind you, these aren't the only two trying to feed off Tecton or feed off the drama, there's plenty more. Yes, Atsu needs to go. Box twice, okay? Mujin. That's actually insane. Brax was literally just trying to make friends, and they took another picture without him, but decided to use this one and Photoshop him out anyway. Lemao, this is so bad. Woo. Okay. Okay, it does seem bad. It does seem bad, right? But you gotta listen to both sides of the story, I think. So here's the photo I posted from the OTV party that Brax was in. That was actually talking about. OTV party. Okay, what is this all about? OTV party, this was glad I got to meet amazing people in person. And yes, I only know. So what is this photo about? I'm trying to understand. So this is a different photo altogether, right? So isn't OTV that... I don't even know. Do I know? No, that's OTK. Tecton is OTK. I confused. I'm super confused. OTV is a different one altogether, is it? Okay, so this one is a different one for sure. Oh, so this is the photo. Why is there a whale? Huh. Why is there a whale right here, right? Okay, it doesn't matter if there's a whale. Oh, it's trying to cover somebody's face, is it? Is Braxophone behind there getting covered? Two different photos with different people in the photo. So when the chat was asking me about whether or not I edited Brax out of the photo, I assume like any other normal person reading Brax's document would, that the chat was referring to what Brax was actually talking about. The above photo I posted without him in it. Oh. I can see why people are confused. Yeah, I can see why people are confused. Wait, is this in the same place? Cause the background is like the grass thing. Why is it the same? It's the same place, but different people, isn't it? So Atsu is here, Atsu is there. This guy is here, this guy is here again. Alright. He edited the photo. No, these are two different photos. So I didn't edit the photo other than the dummy big whale to cover some VTuber faces. When people showed me the conquest photo, I then said, yes, I edited that photo, and people took this and ran with it, thinking they just secured a aha, gotcha, caught you lying. I even explained the difference between the photos in this exact same stream, but facts don't matter to these people. If you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask Brax himself if these are the correct photos. I've already confirmed it with him, and he felt bad this spiraled out of control. So why is this edited photo, and why did I edit Brax out of it? Well, believe it or not, Brax isn't the only person edited out of this photo. I edited two people out, Saki and Brax. Saki is... So Saki is the braid girl, right? The braid VTuber. People aren't confused. Atsu was confused about what photo they were talking about. Yeah. So you can see this Brax is this guy, and then there's this braid girl. Both of them are edited out, replaced by this huge VTuber right here. Okay. The VTuber you see with the blue hair is Bao. Okay. The strangest part is Tecton knows exactly what Bao and Saki VTubers look like, so he could have quashed this disinformation himself. But that wouldn't benefit the narrative being spun by Tecton and his community. So Tecton is the bad guy. Okay. So people started implying this blue-haired VTuber was Saki, and that I maliciously only removed Brax from the photo and then posted it after the party. This is a content creator with over 100k subscribers spinning this exact bogus narrative. This guy Mujin. So why did I edit Brax and Saki out in the first place? Okay. Well, I know reading is incredibly difficult for those who devote their lives and loyalty to Tecton. Sorry, Tecton, but we all know reading isn't your guy's strong suit. So I'll dissect the tweet. And again, apologies for my tone, but when dealing with this kind of people like Tecton, you need to explain it in a manner that even a toddler will understand. Can you see why I'm so frustrated? Damn! Damn, toddler can understand. Tecton doesn't. Okay? Okay. So who is coming to see us? Okay? So what I'm saying here is quite complicated. I'm asking the audience of this tweet, the people who will be attending this convention in the Philippines in 2023. Who is coming to see us? Us as in Anthony Chan, Asian Guy, Bao, BTMC, Dish, Lowe's Pro, Nekopi, Tuonto, and Sikyo. Not us as in the United States. Sorry if that was unclear to the Tecton riders. Again, Tecton getting the blame here. What about Braxophone and Saki? Well, believe it or not, Braxophone and Saki weren't part of this group going to feature at Conquest. So why this photo then? I'm going to throw my wife and dish husband Joshua under the bus here. Sorry guys, love you both. My wife Nekopi rarely joins me on my trips to America. So this was literally the only photo that I had of all the people who I wanted to announce for the Conquest post. Having most of us together in one photo is rare, but having Nekopi and Joshua present is as rare as a meteorite landing on your doorstep. In Genshin terms, it's as rare as pulling 7 5-star characters in one multi and winning your 50-50 in all of them. All I had to do was edit Bao's VTuber model into this photo and it was perfect for the criteria. So I did. I truly apologize for anyone having to read this patronizing and condescending segment. Just know that it pains me equally, if not more, having to write and explain myself to people with the capability to research for themselves, equal to the withering of coconut. Okay, I understand now. So why did he edit this photo? The reason why he edited this photo is because he took this photo in a different event. I don't know which event he took this from. And then in this event, called the Conquest, everyone here is going to go to the event, except for Braxophone and I forgot the VTuber's name, the Braid VTuber, right? So and then he put this girl in, so that means everyone here is the one that's going to this event called the Conquest. And it happens to be Braxophone and this Braid girl, this Braid VTuber girl, is it Saki? Saki, is it? Happens to these two are not going to this event called the Conquest, right? So that's why he want to use that photo, because it's a rare photo that happens to have he said what, Nekopi and Dish husband Joshua is quite rare, that they rarely followed him to the trip to America. So he just used this photo. That's why he edited it. It's like he edited this for a different purpose. He didn't edit this because he hated Braxophone. He edited this because Braxophone wasn't going to this Conquest event. It's like a different event. So that was the context. Okay, so at least we get to hear his side of the story, right? We get to hear from his side of the story. So it's easy for people to say, why not just take a different photo then, right? But then again, it's really hard for him to take a photo with all of them together. So I can understand from his perspective, he wants to, yeah. So of course, none of these people will ever apologize to Brax or myself. They will never own up to it and likely just sweep it under the rug, thinking nothing of it. The funniest thing is, this edited photo in the Conquest tweet was posted in 2023. The OTV party photos was posted immediately after the party in 2022. They aren't even from the same year, but once again, you have creators like Mujin or Box2 who clearly did their research spinning the narrative. So why did I not post the one with Braxophone in? Truth be told, I'm shocked people are even asking me this. Of course, I'm going to post the pictures with my friends that I want to post. Braxophone is not entitled to be in any tweets I post, nor does it mean anything deeper than that. Ant and Joshua aren't in the photo I shared, so do people automatically think I hate them? Of course not, it's just a photo. Let's revisit what Brax said in this screenshot. Atsu brought everyone back for a photo specifically without me. This isn't factually correct. Of course, this singular statement with no evidence caused a shitstorm for me, so I hope after seeing the actual evidence people will think twice before jumping the gun next time. Ah, so Braxophone was the bad guy here. Braxophone was the manipulator. So Atsu wasn't a rat. It was Braxophone who was trying to stir up drama. Ah, it's Box. Box is Box. I have no idea. He wasn't the bad guy, he assumed wrongly. I have no idea who's the bad guy now, but Atsu wasn't, it doesn't feel like Atsu is guilty. It does feel like he has a purpose with all of this, okay? There's more context to this, right? I've already cleared this out with Brax, but I wasn't the one who brought everyone back for another photo. The girls wanted an Airbnb only, which obviously Brax wasn't part of. Here is evidence of that. Okay. Why post the photo if you're if you're going to hide their face? Drama phone. Why is everyone else hating on him too though? Then because it's called dogpiling. When you don't like someone, you take an opportunity. When somebody, you know, you can dogpile on them. Because of that, I guess. This is the album that was shared privately with all the attendees to the party. The photos in this album are in chronological order. As you can see, Toronto and I took a photo first. Then it was in the group photo with Brax. And then you can see everybody other than the girls went somewhere else. So afterwards, they wanted a photo of the Airbnb, okay? Okay, that's fair. I will give Brax the benefit of the doubt and believe that he did misremember the situation entirely. I received a crazy amount of abuse over this unrelated conquest edit and what Brax incorrectly accused me of. The photo was never about him. Irreparable damage came to me from this nonsense. It really goes to show how little research or fact-checking people are willing to do when the public court of opinion has already gone against you. I think that's how it works. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're right or not, but if a bigger content creator goes after you, it's very unlikely that you will win, in most cases. I think it's just tough. I do want to make it clear, it is not Braxophone's fault that Twitter and certain creators along with their communities have absolutely no ability or decency to fact check. I think most people just don't fact check, right? I think it's difficult. Dogs versus rat. But Atsu said on the same photo, Brax is not saying the correct story. So, Braxophone, TLDR, Brax and I are good. We have apologized to one another and had some long talks to quash any misunderstandings or grievances. We have found out that there's another party within our overlapping circles, gossiping about Brax. And we've also found out some people have been untruthful to both of us, stirring up drama. Of course, this exacerbated the situation for both of us. And we both want to find out what is going on. However, we don't want this to spiral into the public manhunt. It's something we intend to deal with in private. So there's another third party person involved. There's not Braxophone, there's not Atsu, that's been manipulating both of them into stirring this drama. I did not blacklist Brax from events, nor do I have the manpower to influence or manipulate Hoyoverse to do my bidding, or let me select which creators to get opportunities. Brax has retracted many of the allegations he initially made against me, and also removed the document he wrote from public viewing. He did this out of good faith to stop this issue spiraling even further out of control, and it is not because he has something to hide. I like to preface this by stating I intend to publish two separate documents. One I will post on Twitter, and another one I will share on YouTube or Twitch. The written differences between these documents will only be Brax's section. I believe I have the right to share my retelling of events from my perspective and illustrate how things played out through my eyes. Many people are demanding an explanation for my actions and how I came to certain conclusions about Brax. However, I don't believe that Twitter is an appropriate space to share my story without people twisting or misinterpreting it. History has proven that people on Twitter will misconstrue or misinterpret things, whether intentional or unintentional. You can't distinguish conversational tone or body language through text alone. So I don't want there to be room for that kind of negative misinterpretation. This is important because from my experiences with Brax, I developed and held an extremely unfavorable opinion of him. And while this is not the case anymore, I don't think enough people will keep that in mind when reading my story. I want to be able to emphasize using my own physical voice and body language that I don't hold resentment towards Brax. And I don't want bad actors to be able to twist that into a narrative or weaponize it for content against either of us. In his initial document, Brax made a lot of serious allegations, many of which did not have any evidence. As a result of that, I responded to him in an extremely angry fashion, because some things he said about me were completely untrue and some things weren't even related or caused by me. Regardless, the community started rallying behind this document, because there was no real reason for Brax to maliciously lie about this situation. And he wasn't. Brax just didn't have the full picture, and connected a lot of dots in a logical manner. And then pointed everything towards me as the perpetrator. He believed everything he wrote at the time to be true. And I don't fault him for thinking that. Having now spoken to Brax, we have filled up a lot of holes in the information he was missing by talking to other people so they could provide clarity for the both of us. This is when we found out there was someone else going around warning them about Brax and gossiping about him. Who is this someone else? Who was the one trying to stir drama? As I stated before, we do not wish to conduct a public manhunt and we wish to deal with this in private. We don't want speculation to cause another storm. Here are some things that we cleared up between us and would like to clear up publicly. Some people have been untruthful to both myself and Brax regarding this situation, both before this drama and also after this drama. We are aware that now someone in our overlapping circles has been gossiping about Brax to others. Brax had multiple sponsored opportunities to work with Hoyoverse. He's not blacklisted from working with Hoyoverse. Brax believed I had blacklisted him from events where other Genshin or Honkai creators would attend, such as parties. I did not. Below are the examples he and I talk about. So Brax not being invited to Anime NYC party was completely unrelated to me. I was not hosting this party. Brax not invited to a San Diego TwitchCon was partially related to me, as I was the one of the hosts of that party. However, I did not curate the entire guest list myself and Brax wasn't friends with anyone who did help curate it. So Brax finding out about Anime Expo in 2023, okay, was also not personally related to Brax. The person who leaked the party was a +1. So it's just extremely poor etiquette to speak about it considering the nature of content creation. This information leaking could endanger many people considering it was someone's home. I also was not the host of this party. Then they go to someone's house to do a party. The Hoyo Creators Lunch, where some people brought me a Zhongli birthday cake, was not a Hoyoverse sponsored birthday party. There was also several people there that I did not know and were not friends with, and I also did not curate the guest list. I did contact Hoyoverse for Anime Expo 2022 for a sponsored opportunity and pitch a group of creators who were going to share Airbnb. They did not sponsor everyone in the Airbnb. They already had plans to work with creators. Many people seem to be misunderstanding this as me having some sort of influence or blacklist with Hoyoverse. All I did just be proactive and send an email in the hopes of working with Hoyoverse for AX 2022. Every single content creator on this planet could have done the exact same thing. I was the only one who took the initiative to do so. Okay, that's fair. It's not Atsu, it's the Asian guy. Holy, how long is this? Brax implied I was protecting a creator who did something very bad. He kept it very vague what he was actually referring to. It turned out Brax was referring to something I was not even aware of and wasn't present for either. I reacted extremely angrily to this allegation because I thought Brax was talking about a sexual assault. Oh, this was that voice actor, is it? And nobody should be speaking over the victim. That is only for them to speak about when they are comfortable to do so. And I would lend all my support if they ever did. It is infuriating to me to see a monster being able to roam wild and free without repercussions. But you have to understand, for the victim, this is trauma. With the way sexual assault victims are treated in the online space, people will victim blame and people will minimize what the victim went through. It's horrible all around. Okay, again, that one, like, we don't have proof of this. I don't even know who is talking about. This one is something that, you know, if they don't want to bring it up, there's nothing that we can do, right? So this is going to be something that there's only so much we can talk about. In the same vein, okay, it is not for Brax or myself to speak about the Genshin voice actor that is a predator or terror. They told me about at the OTV party in 2022. So apparently this is a different VA. This is not the Tainari voice actor, I think. This one is going to be a different one altogether. I tweeted Brax about manipulating Tecton and being a source of information because Tecton was making several false and bold claims related to me. Brax has confirmed that he did not talk to Tecton regarding some things, but he didn't manipulate Tecton into causing drama or making these claims. Regardless of whether or not he was a source, I shouldn't have made that subtweet and just confronted him in private instead. Also, what Tecton has been falsely claiming is not because of Brax. Okay. Tecton, if you really want a contract with Hoyoverse, all you gotta do is message me. For legal reasons, this is satire since Tecton claims I control Hoyo contracts. Okay. Yeah, again, sarcasm, right? Yeah. I do not collab or use my friends to grow my channel. I don't really like doing collabs, and out of the 3 examples Brax used against me, 2 of them were my friends approaching me. Only the Genshin games was a collab I organized. Brax had a section of his document analyzing my numbers to back up this claim, and he has since rescinded this sentiment and apologized for it being distasteful. This one wasn't that big of an issue, I think. This one is like, it's whatever, right? You want to collab, like, I think this is right. I don't think, like, who cares? Like, I don't think this is that big of a deal. Yeah, he's allowed to collab with anyone he wants. I talked about it earlier, but I did not call people back to take a separate picture without Brax at the offline TV party. That was other people from my Airbnb, and they wanted to take a photo with all our Airbnb housemates, which Brax wasn't a part of. Brax was a +1 at the offline TV party and didn't receive this email or hear the guidance provided for the party. But this is why posting the photo that leaked Saki's face was so bad to me, because we all knew not to post photos of people we didn't know. Of course, this was just an extremely unfortunate mistake. So I think Brax accidentally posted the photo with Saki VTuber's face. Tecton's name has been mentioned more than once in this essay. True, definitely. Offline TV's after party photos. Please avoid sharing any photos with identifiable people that you don't personally recognize, as we had a few VTubers attend who have not revealed their faces. Lastly, me not being friends with Brax has nothing to do with him being a white man. Brax also removed this comment after a friend told him it was insensitive. Wait, what? He didn't want to be friends with Brax because he's a white dude. Damn. That's a huge accusation right there. You shouldn't say stuff like that. What's wrong if you're white though, right? I want to end off with a few things. My conversation in September 2022 with Brax, where I responded to Brax and said I wanted to keep him at arm's length. Okay, that's fair. And that I couldn't trust him to keep our conversation private was kind of harsh. I could have worded it a lot better to prevent any paranoia from setting in. And that is my fault. It is true that I avoided him even in person after a certain point, and that only fed into his paranoia. And for that, I am sorry. Okay? There are so many things that I wish to elaborate and give my account for, but again, I intend to do so only in an environment where I can give my vocal tone and body language. I do not want people to assume I'm being resentful when I'm only trying to be formal in writing. Brax and I have spoken at length. We have apologized to one another for the hurt that we have caused, and we have quashed our grievances and wish to move on from this situation. I hope people can respect that. And no matter whether you feel strongly for or strongly against Brax, you will not harass or scrutinize him to get answers or a reaction to this drama. I apologize to everyone for my emotionally charged and angered response to Brax, and I also want to thank people who waited to hear my side or for us to clear up any misunderstandings. I hope that Brax can take time to heal from this and move on peacefully. Peacefully. Damn. He posted assume all kind of things. Conclusion. Holy, conclusion is 3 pages long? Why is the conclusion 3 pages? What? He could have used this time to do dailies. Instead, he got to write a 3-page conclusion? Okay. Yes, conclusion. I know this has been a long one to read, like an entire thesis. And this isn't even the full document. Holy moly, there's even more? There are definitely things I wish to be written out for the general public, and I also want this to be for my community, my friends, and for myself. Firstly, I want to apologize profusely to my community and my friends for letting them down with my initial response to Brax's document. It was filled to the brim with rage, and it was so rushed, I just couldn't believe some of the allegations being made towards me. The timing was terrible. It was early in the morning. I only had 2 hours to process everything because I was going to be hosting at AnimeCon London for the day. Okay? Some of my friends responded to Brax's post, and it made it seem like they were throwing me under the bus and verifying or endorsing all of the claims in Brax's document. I've spoken to my friends about this now and how it impacted me negatively both publicly and privately. Truth be told, the mental and emotional damage was so immense to the point I started to doubt my very own friends. In that moment, I felt betrayed and felt they had put business first and tried to absolve themselves of any guilt or wrongdoing. I understand their intentions were just to offer their sincerity towards Brax, who was also hurting, but of course, Twitter and other bad actors used that for their narrative and misconstrued these sentiments. What I want people to know is that an apology to Brax from people who are my friends or silence on the matter from certain people does not equal them endorsing allegations towards me. Almost all my friends are anti-drama and do not wish to get involved, at least publicly. And I also would not want them to get involved in a manner, or in this case, drama that's going to hurt them. Please know that my friends have been incredibly supportive of me during this period, and it has just deepened our bonds. Wow. I don't know how to word this next part without sounding arrogant or ungrateful. But please know what I'm about to say. I truly do mean it sincerely and in the best way possible. There is a clear narrative and perception from viewers, from the community, from other content creators that I am a ringleader or gatekeeper or the dad of my friend group. There is some truth in this, in the sense that almost always I am the one organizing group activities, trips, or even non-Hoyoverse related group sponsors. Having said that, this role of a leader or gatekeeper is not one I ever wanted to have. It just happened to play out that way. I think this is understandable, right? Because, you know, if he's always surrounded by his friends, you know, he's just always going to be there, doing stuff and planning stuff. It's just going to happen. Why? Well, I'm sorry to my friends, but I'm sure they'll understand and also attest to this. But if I was not organizing things, none of these stinking bozos would. Damn. So I ended up being the proactive one. To further complicate things, I live in the UK, and all my friends or everyone else lives in the US. So if I'm visiting from another continent, naturally a lot of things end up centering around me, even if I don't want that to be the case. That's just my friends being very sweet and hospitable to me, and I would lend the same hospitality should they visit the UK. But they won't, omega lol. However, this would just cement further in this role, and it became the norm. To compound with this, most of the people in the general community and other creators would consider as my friends are introverts or the passive type. They're not the type to reach out to other people, and many people are intimidated by them, considering some of their channels and platform sizes. That causes people who want to be friends with them to approach me instead, since I'm extroverted, and the community perception is that I'm the dad or leader. I cannot count the number of times another creator would approach me, and the conversation would end up being something to do with either Anthony Chen, Dish, or Tuonto. Don't get me wrong, I truly love bringing people together, especially if I think they'll get along well. I love being surrounded by happiness and happy people, and my biggest goal has been to curate a safe space for my wife to feel comfortable in. I also firmly believe that if I eat, my friends, family, and loved ones should all eat too. I believe my actions are testament to that. I'm confident my friends will affirm this to anyone that would ask for my character. As much as it seems like I'm stroking my own ego, I am not, but I feel this context is important to share on why so many people do try and approach me. So why am I writing all of this? I want to share with everyone, this is how all of this feels from my perspective. Being burdened with this narrative and these responsibilities I never asked for. The roles of being a grandpa, leader, gatekeeper that seemingly everyone had placed upon me without even getting to know me. As I touched on earlier, I cannot count the number of times people approach me just because they wanted to talk or get close to Ant, Dish, or Jake. I would have people I rarely talk to coming to me for advice or sponsorships or hinting they wanted to get in on certain opportunities. Even Brax approached me to ask for business and financial advice, despite me making it clear I didn't trust him and was keeping him at arm's length. Tecton and other creators that orbit him firmly believe that Atsu can control Hoyoverse and give contracts to people, that's why they kiss his ass. Is that bad? Wait, what? People are kissing Tecton's ass, is it? Is that what you're saying? Ah. Okay. This scrutiny on who I am within the community is not enjoyable whatsoever. So many people view me as a stepping stone and treat me like I'm an object of influence or power. I sense that even people I like sometimes step on eggshells around me. I'm 174 centimeters, please don't be scared. I'm happy to play that stepping stone role for the people I care about. But that's reserved only for the people I love, and this inevitably rubs some people the wrong way. Brax accused me of thinking that I believe everyone is a ladder climber, and this simply isn't true. I am friends with many smaller creators, but I am extremely guarded. The thing is, I have to be. I've been in content creation for 12 years now. That's a long time, 12 years? And I've had countless bad experience with people who just tried to use me. I've named and provided evidence of people in this very document who blatantly tried to use me for their own benefit. For example, Bab and Seapuku, for example. And you have individuals like Snake Stefan that will go as far to lie for clout. Damn. People are going to write this off as me playing the victim, or me trying to manipulate others, or me refusing to change my ways. Whatever I do, I'm the bad guy to them, forever and always. I have to make peace with the fact that this ringleader narrative is never going to change for most people. The negative stigma attached to that will always exist as long as I have friends that are successful and are introverted or passive. I love my friends and wouldn't change them for the world, even if they are super passive sometimes. For the future, I hope other creators will have the courage to approach them instead of approaching me. It's extremely disrespectful to me, but even more disrespectful to my friends to think that they don't have the independence to make their own connections and relationships. I know a lot of people in this creator space are still very young, but I'm a grumpy old ass man. I don't have the patience or the capacity to hold people's hands. Finally, thank you. Thank you to my friends that check in on me, that held me accountable, that had my back, that gave me the encouragement and faith throughout this entire ordeal. Thank you to my community that trusted in my character for not buying into the lies or misinformation and for protecting our spaces. Most importantly, thank you to my wife Neko P. She was my rock throughout everything. This has been one of the toughest periods in my life and she held me together where I felt at my absolute lowest. Love you all very much. You have no idea. I have lost plenty of friends and members of my community from all of this drama. I know my public image has been completely and utterly destroyed. Some people will never see me the same way again and will never ever give this document a chance. I'm reading the entire thing, by the way. Bridges have been completely burned. And it truly feels like there's no repairing them. I can only hope this document reaches the right eyes and only time will tell if there can be healing. I have been advised to seek legal counsel over certain parts of this drama. But I don't want to drag on and I don't want to go through the stress of dealing with international jurisdictions. I will be moving on, continue to create content as I inconsistently do, and to anyone that sticks with me through that all, thank you. Damn. Then this is a 10 out of 10, 43-page thesis essay. Alright. What do you guys think of this drama, guys? Do you guys think there will be a part 7 or part 8? Damn. When will Tecton write his essay? Damn. Do I believe him? I'm not sure if I believe him or not, but definitely some of these, like the one he accused Snake Stefan, definitely I can see who is in the wrong. And same for the Seapuku, right? The Seapuku part, sure, I can see that, yeah. I can see why he acted the way he is. It's less about believing him, but more about hearing his side of the story. It's not about believing, you know? I don't take sides for this, right? I just look at it as drama. I'm not invested in any of these content creators. So for me, it's like, I don't really have a side whatsoever. Envy's drama was not part of his. But Envy's drama is a different drama, right? Envy was thrown under the bus. How long did you guys think he took to write this? Right? This is insanely long. 5 days maybe? I think he took about 5 to 6 days. This drama is like Genshin mid. Legal counsel. Damn. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if there's any legal counsel that will be contacted for this.